kicking the stream out live now to Twitch. People can hear us, but they can't see us. It's going to be another 20 seconds or so. We got the intro video and stuff, and then we'll be there.
Cyberpunk Uncensored.
All right, we are live. Hopefully everybody can see us and hear us on Twitch. This is the official Cyberpunk Uncensored monthly one-shot. It might turn into a bi-monthly thing. We're getting a lot of players that we want to cycle in and out and stuff. But as of now, it is going to be our monthly one-shot. But with me today, I've got some great players and friends. And I want to just take a moment for each of you to kind of introduce yourself as a player. And then, what character you're going to be playing. If you want to start it off here, we can start with Gato.
My name is Rotin. I play Gato, the Fixer, growing up in the combat zones of Night City and trying to move to the top. Next one.
Yeah, Pixie Dust.
Hi, I'm Tarabella Pondsmith. I'll be playing Pixie Dust solo.
David Noir.
I'm Jack. I run a lot of independent games of Cyberpunk, D&D on all sorts of different Discord servers. Come on into Cyberpunk Uncensored if you want to try and join one of my games. I'm always looking to run something. And I'm going to be playing David Noor, the Rockerboy with a goal.
Yeah. And Bodak?
Oh, hi, I'm Steve Barr. I'm a content designer and community manager over at Sirenscape. And tonight I'm going to be playing Bodak, who's a netrunner.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, we just lost my video for a second. It shifted over. Looks like it reversed on its own here. Let me see if I can fix that. There we go. All right, nice. I'm back. Don't worry. Just getting the camera right so I look normal. But yeah, let's get into the one shot. Let's do a little pre-lead, and I do kind of want to explain what's going on so everyone is aware. So yeah, for the most part, we understand what the roles are and who's playing who here. Gato, just so everyone is aware, as a fixer, he has sold himself to a company. So he's pretty much, working for a company. But Bodak, Pixie Dust, both of you work for the same company. It's IMG. It's Indie Media Group. David Noir, you work for Network News 54. You're actually right now in the process getting ready to put on a show. You're at a club called The Colony. It's located it is in the combat zone. It's in Japantown, I believe, or no, Little China. And
right.
Yeah, and you're getting ready to perform. But here's the thing, kind of leading in. At your job at News 54, you've heard rumor that the company is actually putting out a hit on you. They're supposedly sending out an assassin team or something to come and try to kill you and basically try to boost their ratings.
Damn.
News 54, they treat a lot of their assets like numbers, and they do what they can to kind of capitalize on them when they can. So you were able to confirm that through some fans and such, using your charisma. You were able to kind of get to the bottom of it a little bit. You know what's going on. But obviously, being the type of rocker boy you are, you kind of you're not going to back down. You're not going to run away. You're still doing your show. But you do need some help. And one thing came to your mind is the competitor company to News 54, which is a neocorp up and coming, which is IMG. You did reach out to them, and they were excited to hear from you. They got you into a couple of the top contacts, which is also the same contact for Gato, Pixie Dust, and Bodak for what they do with the company. And those contacts, it's a man that goes by Mr. Blue and his number 2. and you were able to talk to them about shifting to their corp in exchange for them sending out an extraction team. Now, the thing here is they don't want to just, have you disappear into the night, come work for them and put you into protection. They want you to complete the show. They don't want to have any hurt on your rep. They want to kind of use this as like a boost for you. So when you come over to them, it's like everything just keeps going. But the idea is you got to finish the show. You're not sure when this assassination sort of hit might happen, but you do know that a team from IMG is on the way to the club to help you get out of there, as soon as you're done performing. Any other little questions before we jump into this?
Nope.
So when I called for some extra heat from IMG, is that our intro for our party members? Right.
Yeah, pretty
these
much.
Guys, am I personally being acquainted with these fellows for
no, not yet.
A little bit of security?
Yeah, you haven't met them yet. You're at the club. What you do know is that a team is on the way, and
All right.
yeah, if you check out the Roll20 right now, you'll see the outside of the colony. You can hear the rustle of the streets going. It's evening. The sun is going down. It's quickly getting dark. You can hear music coming from inside. You're actually inside the club. Speaking to you, David, you're getting ready. You're in the back. First off, tell me a little bit about your band. Do you have bandmates and such? Fill me in on that a little bit.
Solo, right? I am the act. I do keyboard, right? I do some synthwave based stuff. I do a lot of pre-recorded things. I did practice with a guitar a bit, but honestly, I also hire out a lot of different resources to get like the proper sound bites to really get everything down, and then the rest of it's all vocals, baby.
Okay, nice. No, that sounds great. Yeah, so you're in the back. You're pretty much just going through your equipment. You do have a personal assistant that's there from your label, which is obviously just one of the many subsidiaries and divisions of News 54. Pretty much just a grunt from the company that is just paid to be your assistant for the most part. Yeah, you're in the back getting ready. The rest of the team, Gato, Pixie Dust, Bodak, as from what you know, you got your orders for the day. You just recently started working for IMG, and you got today's order, and it's a breakdown of what I explained. You guys are basically having to go to this club called the Colony, and you've got to find this Rockerboy that goes by David Noir. You have pictures of him, so you know what he looks like. David Noir, if you want to explain kind of what they're going to be looking for.
All right. You're going to be looking for a real, one of two things, right? A real punkish looking guy with, spiked boots, spiked leather, and he has this kind of, he's a personality, right? He's got an image, which is a helmet, right? And that helmet has a, glowing, the holographic message that, flashes from different things that he pre-records. If you don't see if he's not wearing the helmet, or if he's in a more casual attire, short, buzz cut hair, and real scarred up face, right? That's what you're looking for.
Nice. All right, cool. So everybody kind of has a clear picture of that. I don't believe any one of you three, Gato, Pixie Dust, or Bodak, has any driving skill, correct?
Yeah.
I have a drive land vehicle.
Oh, you have drive land vehicle?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And we'll say the company gave you a lender. You basically have that vehicle to use to at least, make this extraction happen. Yeah, so you're pulling up to the club. You can kind of see exactly what the outside looks like. There's some people walking around and, some people doing some drugs and drinking in the parking lot, which kind of goes all the way around this venue. There's some street parking and regular parking lot. Which side of the building? What do you want to do? Do you want to where do you want to pull in to park at this place? And you can kind of see that tower right there in Roll20. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, at the front of the building. That's pretty much like a security tower. So out front, you can see a door guy down there. Looks like he's armed, and then there's some guy up in that tower with a rifle. Just typical security for a club that you're going to find in Little China, which is still considered combat zone. There's businesses and things, but it is kind of rowdy.
Where would the best place to park if we want to get out fast be?
Do we have a back door or something like that?
You could go around and check out the building.
Yeah. Then that's what we should do.
Okay, cool. You should be able to see it. You see the building, but the center of it all is blacked out, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's what you see. Like I said, it's street parking down one side. The front door is right over here. You can see the two big doubles. This guy right here, this is the guy, up in the tower. And then this is
Okay.
the front door guy. And I just got to say, Steve, it just kicked into one of my songs. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's actually one of my
absolutely
bands.
fantastic music.
Yeah, it's one of my bands playing right there. That's cool. So yeah, you can see the back door there, the front door, couple security guys. In the back is pretty much clear. You don't see anybody back there, but those seem to be the main entrances in. There is another little door right over here, right past the front gate and the tower. But that's all you see going around the building. But this looks like it might go into like the office part of the club, or maybe where management and some of the other employees and meetings happen or something. Because it looks like it has, like proper business name, whatever the incorporation is and such. And whereas the other are saying the colony.
Okay.
So I'm thinking either the side or the back.
Yeah, so I think probably the back's going to be best. That might be like a loading dock. Might be easiest to get out that way.
Yeah. So we're gonna park in the back.
Okay. Yeah, you guys go park in the back. Like I said, it's pretty empty back there. It seems like where most people are hanging out is in the front and around the sides of the building, going in and out the front, getting into the concert, lots of fans going around and people. Back is clear, but you do see those two big open doors. And they're nice and big, the type so where probably like, a van or such can load in. And I'm going to see if this reveals it. Oop.
Is that me?
And can you see in there? That would be David. You're back there. You're inside. You're getting your things together, and you can see that there's a security guy there as well. He's the guy that just kind of watches the back door.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you're hanging out, and the rest of fixing with your equipment. The rest of you are outside the back door. And here, I'll just drop your tokens here. We'll say you parked back there and got out, and you should be able to control your tokens and move them around as you need to. But yeah, there you go.
Alright. Things are a little tense right now. Right. Just trying to shake off the jitters before going up on the stage. Keeping my hands busy. I've already set up the equipment, 2 hours ago, but I keep unplugging and replugging and messing with, the different little bits and pieces here.
Yeah, it's definitely on the back of your brain that tonight's a night where people are supposed to come try to kill you, or and it is on the back of your. So yeah, you're a bit nervous. The rest of you are out back.
Ready for a little heat, though.
Yeah, it's nothing new to you though. You are a Rockerboy performing out in Night City in the time of Cyberpunk RED. It's dangerous all the time, anyways. So, but yeah, the rest of you all are out back. You can hear music coming from inside, and people partying and such.
I'm gonna head inside so I can get a lay of the land.
Okay, yeah, the back doors are locked.
Okay, we'll go around to the front then.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, you can pull your tokens over to the front. It's weird. I'm GMing and I'm performing as the opening act. I can hear it. So yeah, the front door guy is just kind of chilling. He definitely looks confident and casual with his shotgun. up on his shoulder, just chilling. You can see that the guy up in the tower has an assault rifle, and he kind of like leans over, checks y'all out, and then he just puts his attention back to the rest of the parking lot. The two doors are open. The front guy just kind of looks y'all up and down. Any of you have visible weapons?
I probably do.
Yeah, why don't you all let me know if you have any visible weapons?
Yeah, it's a very heavy pistol. Doesn't have a concealed stat, so
Right.
it has to be open. It has to be carried open.
And Pixie Dust, you said you have?
An assault rifle.
Okay.
Yeah,
But-
and I've got a sword. My pistol's concealed, but my sword is less easy to conceal.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, no problem. Yeah, the door guy just kind of like looks you up and down, all of you up and down, and sees that you all have weapons. Doesn't phase him. It is combat zone. It's that type of club. But he does mention you. He says, "Hey, just keep things under wraps, man. Just keep things calm." And he just kind of like gestures for you to come on in.
Yep.
Yeah,
All right, cool.
that's right.
Yeah. You guys can let me reveal this whole front room here. Oop. Yeah, every once in a while it glitches like that. I go to reveal and it hides it more. But there you go. You can see the front. You should be able to see at least a little bit into the club. We'll say all the way to the back. You can see from the front. But yeah, you go in there. There's a girl off to the left. She just kind of like waves you over to her to go check in. It looks like to pay to get in. And your company, IMG, they've already kind of prepaid. So you're able just to give the phony names that they gave you, and you're on like will call or prepay or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, the girl just gestures for you to go in. You guys can enter the club. And yeah, as you enter, you can see that it's just packed full of people. I did not fill it with 100 tokens, but you can kind of use your mind's eye and just imagine that there's it's filled with people. Most of them are on the dance floor, and mingling and such. The rest are pretty much hanging out in the corners at booths and on chairs. I did drop some tokens around the edge of just random people hanging out. You can see. Everybody give me a perception roll. Let's see how much detail I can give you without you having to, go around and check things. So you should be able just to go to your character sheet, and anybody new to roll 20, open it. Yeah, there you go. Hit perception. Nice. Okay, cool. Yeah. I'm gonna say Pixie Dust. You get the most information out of this. I mean, you see a girl at the bar, just pretty much dealing drinks. I'm just gonna bring up each token a little bit so you can get a little vibe of them. Guy at the bar that she's serving right now. There's a bunch of people all around him waiting to get drinks and drinking, socializing. There's some people just kind of chilling over on a couch, just normal casual business attire. Some ruffians, some probably med techs off work, chilling in the corner. Some other people hanging out in the other area, but you also can see over in this area. I don't know if you can see where I'm putting that beacon. Yeah, there's some type of tech guy over there. It seems like he's running, sound and lights and things like that. You can also see that all back here in this area is pretty much like set up to be like a stage, but it's barely raised like an inch off the ground. It's more ground level, very personal. Very set up for like DJs and solo acts and synthwave style things. Row of speakers all along the walls. They're just kind of playing some pre-music through speakers, and people are dancing around, hanging out and boozing and stuff. You can see that there is a back door over here. There's some type of door over here and here. It looks like it's bathrooms. And some stairs going up and a door leading off to the side there. And that's pretty much it. That's what you see. Just by casually coming in and looking around.
Okay.
And David, you're still in the back, just chilling. Anything you want to do?
There's not a whole lot of push for me, right? I got. When did my act start?
Yeah, you're supposed to start, sometime in the next 15 minutes or so, 15 to 20 minutes. Pretty soon.
Would it? Am I big enough that it would be an issue? Be an issue to head on into the main floor, grab a drink, right? Or am I small enough that I'm more of a there might be a little bit of an audience here to see me, but most of the people are here to be here at the club.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean it's probably no, you're pretty well known. You're pretty well known in this. A majority of this crowd is here for you, but but the most
Surfing the crowds right now is not the best move. I should be keeping to the back room. Right.
well, it's not like you're not Michael Jackson back in his heyday getting mobbed,
No,
or,
alright.
or New Kids on the Block by a bunch of teenage girls or something. It's not. You have some fans and stuff, maybe some extra super fans, but it's not like you shouldn't get mobbed or anything. Yeah.
All right.
It's up to you.
Do I know who's coming to give me the extra heat? Who's coming to help?
yeah,
Do I have any eyes to look out for if I do head on out? I think I'm gonna go out for a drink.
Yeah, you can
Right.
do that. And IMG sent you, some images of your extraction team or a little description. And what we can do is, let's go down the line here. Gato, why don't you explain to David what he's looking for when he looks for you?
Well, when he looks for me, he actually looks for someone who wears just the street fashion with hair is a bit difficult. He is using cyber hair, so it might change from time to time. Just as he uses that cyber skin, but otherwise I'm an average looking person.
Okay.
Not too massively built, but rather athletic. Dark hair, normally dark eyes. Well, and yeah, walking along in the normal street fashion with hat and so on.
Nice. And pixie dust?
I look younger than I should be for this job.
Uh-oh. Would you get carded at the door?
Probably.
Uh-oh.
The
I'm
assault
only
rifle kept them off your back.
Yeah.
The assault rifles. Maybe they didn't care enough. I look like I'm still in high school. And that maybe I'm not. Maybe too small for the gun I carry. But outside of that, I'm wearing, the light armor jack for both head and body. Notably, not much else. She looks like she's had not enough sleep and too many drugs.
Uh-oh. All right, so she's little, but she's rough.
Yes.
Nice. And Bodak?
Yeah, so Bodak he's Urban Flash clothing, so he's kind of black hoodie and trousers, but they've kind of flashing patterns and LEDs kind of all over them. He's got light tattoos on both his arms, like moving around, and swirls of dragons and koi, all kind of constantly moving. And EMP weave, I think you call it, on the face, so kind of looks like little lines of circuitry across his face. And his eyes kind of glow. They're very obvious. Both of his eyes are cyber eyes, and there's like little lines of data constantly flashing across them. And he's got a katana on his back. It's probably kind of quite standoutish.
Nice. Yeah. All right, so David, that's what you're looking
where's the
for,
bar at?
and all of you know what David looks like as well. But yeah, okay, so David's comes out from backstage, going over to the bar. Everybody, including
Which is this red here?
yeah,
This
that
isn't
whole
the
red
stage,
thing
right?
is
This is the...
no, that's the bar.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the bar, and this is the bartender right here. But yeah, and when you come out, everybody, including David, just give a perception. I want to see who notices who first here.
I don't walk out. I strut.
As a rocker boy should.
Oh,
Bodak.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. Bodak and Gato, they're preoccupied apparently.
Yeah, I'm just talking to Bodak, asking him whether he found a place where he could chip in into the system to look around. So
Okay, cool.
Bodak,
Yeah,
Bodak's already got a stud right next to this DJ box because I'm pretty certain that that's going to be somewhere good. You know.
Okay, cool. Yeah, then we'll say you guys are talking about that, and you're over there more paying attention to that, so you don't even notice David coming out. However,
Yeah.
Pixie Dust, you definitely spot David right away through the crowd, cutting through, heading his way to the bar. And David, you notice. You don't notice the others, but you notice Pixie noticing you and coming towards you, and you recognize her from the image. So you guys kind of lock eyes and notice each other.
Yeah, the solo.
I turn to Gato and Bodak and say, meet the target at the bar.
Kind of nods. And yes, I'll head it over.
I'm going to go scout upstairs.
I give a salute
Before-
to Pixie. All
I
right.
give a nod.
Okay. Acknowledge their presence. I'm gonna continue on my way since it looks like they got their things handled over there. Right.
Yeah. And then, before I head over, I just want to use scan and see if I can detect the access points.
Yeah, give me the roll. Give me your interface. Oh, nice. What? You got a critical success there or something, huh? It's green. That's great.
Awesome.
Yeah. You can see that they're, like I said, or assumed. You know, there's a system coming from back here. Or I think I heard you say you assumed it. There's a system definitely coming from back in the sound and light booth. With a roll like that, you can tell there's also a system coming from back behind the bar, from either the bar or behind there. You can also tell that there's a system coming from the front of the house. Chances are it's over near where you checked in or people are paying to get in. And then you can tell that there's some type of system coming from off in the left, behind that door somewhere in the rest of the building. But that was a great roll, so you were able to detect all those different access points.
Brilliant. Yeah, so at least now I know what my options are. I can now head over to the bar and get a drink
Yeah, sure.
and meet David.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and Gato, are you going with them?
yeah, I'm going with him.
All right, cool. Yeah, if everybody wants to move their tokens over to the bar, and yeah, everybody sees each other. You're all standing right with each other, so you guys can do introductions, say what you want.
Lean on the bar and look over to our two guys here. Good to see you, metalhead. Chem hair. It's good to know that we have extra heat in the party.
How long
Good
is
to meet you.
your stuff supposed to last?
I have a few songs. We want to get a little bit of a show. Right, can't go running off at the first sight of danger.
Yeah, and just so you know, and Gato, Pixie Dust, Bodak, you know, you were told by your company to extract him, but make sure he's able to finish his show, keep his rep up, you know, and get him out there safely when he's done. So y'all are kind of on the same page with that. No one wants to leave right now. Obviously, you want to do what you're supposed to do and then get him out.
Yeah.
And if possible, use the attack as a kind of speed up clickbait.
Yeah.
Nothing gets the crowd more wild than a few gunshots here and there.
Yeah. At that point, a girl comes running up and is just, you know, oh shit, David, oh, I'm a huge fan. Can I get a picture? Can I get a picture? Just kind of busting out her agent.
I'm gonna keep the personality up, like stoic. Sorry, babe, I don't do pictures.
Yeah, she's snapping selfies anyway. She's like leaning in and taking them. She's so excited.
I still give like the side profile, you know.
Yeah, she does that, and then she's just kind of hanging out, you know, like she's just leaning up against the bar right next to y'all. She's
Gonna put some
staring.
money down on the counter, right? Ask for something to ease the nerves, whatever you think is best. right, from the bartender. Even if the person's occupied with someone else, I'm just egotistical enough to think they hear me as I'm not even looking at them leaning against the bar.
Yeah, the bartender, her name's Max. You've performed here before, but yeah, she recognizes you. You know, she's just grabbing you your usual drink, which is usually like the house drink of the time. You enjoy changing it up and such. But yeah, she brings you a drink. She's like, "You going on soon?"
Should be next.
Okay, cool. She turns back. She looks at the party. Any of y'all need a drink?
I shake my head and I make my way across the room up to the stairs.
I'll grab a beer.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you can grab a beer or a smash or whatever you need.
Yeah, so will I.
All right, cool. And yeah,
So I'm getting the crowd wild, but I don't know what's up with your plan. You want to let me in on the details, or is that confidential?
Well, we'll just have to be on the lookout, as we do not know who wants to get you.
No ideas? None at all?
Well, it seems to be your last employer.
Yeah, but do we have any ideas who they're hiring? I've asked around a little, but I've been turning up dry.
Nothing that we know of yet.
A shame. I grab the drink and I move this little slot on the front of my helmet, right? And I'm gonna if I can. This is a little DM. If you won't stop me, it's not my inventory, but I'd like to twirl from my pocket and extend a little metal straw, put it in the drink, and sip it through the helmet.
that's so funny because I thought you were gonna like open it and take a drink, and I was totally gonna make you have like a little straw hole, and you got to through the helmet. And you pulled out a straw. That's perfect. You got it. You got a metal straw. You got a little opening. Yeah, you're sipping your drink. That girl's just staring. She's excited. You notice some other people in the crowd kind of like looking over your way, and they're kind of like smiling. Every once in a while, if you like glance over and kind of notice some fans, they're just like, you know, they just kind of wave and they're staring.
Mm-hmm.
And it's getting close for you to kind of get on. It might be time to go grab your synth and stuff and start setting up. Your minutes away. If there's any last things you need to talk with the party about, now would be your time because you do have to get ready to perform.
Put the glass down, rub my hands together. So, if you see guys, right, do you think you can make it quiet? I want to try and make it all the way through this performance. You know, you take them out, do whatever you have to do immediately. Even if you get bullets fly, I want to stay up on that stage.
We'll do the best we can.
That's the best way. Gerda, do you want to stay with him? I'll head over, take position.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go back over to there.
Yeah, everybody can kind of
roll.
get into position and let everybody else know what their plan is.
I'm going to be up here. I'm going to see if I can peek into that door or see if it's locked. And if not, I'm at least blocking one entrance in, and I can see most of the room and I can snipe anyone.
Yeah, when you go over there, just so you know, it says offices. It's locked. So it's probably, I mean, just an assumption here, you know, offices are the corporate part of this club, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's locked.
But-
It is late, probably closed.
But I can see most of the room from here.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you can see the entire room from up there, pretty much.
Is there good cover up there, though? Can the entire room see you?
Oh, the entire room can see her as well.
I assume there's like a railing of sorts. Is that like metal bars?
Yeah,
Or
it's
is
just a metal bar that goes around.
Okay.
Alright, I'm making my way to the back room, gonna grab my keyboard, gonna grab my extra sound pads, right, gonna grab everything I need to set up to the, to just, you know, link up with the concert surround systems, right, their amps, their whatever, right, grabbing my extra little tiny bits of pieces because it's putting on a full show, you know, like the pedals, or not the pedals, plural, but like the pedal, right, that I have set up to, you know, throw one from one track to a little bit more of a synth high track, right, I'm getting myself all, getting everything together, getting everything shouldered. Right. If anyone could help me out, right? Like if there's a hired help, you did say I had.
Yeah,
some,
you
right?
have an assistant from News 54 that has been chilling backstage for that. He kind of acts like a roadie.
All right.
So he'll load up your stuff if you want him to carry it and help you.
Yeah.
I'm shifting my combat awareness points to threat detection. So all 4 of my points are in that at the moment. So if I see a threat, I'll be really aware.
Nice.
All right. Hey, friendo, let's get this stuff on the move. You gotta get set up.
Yeah. No, I'll get it. Whatever. What you going on now? Let's do it. He starts kind of grabbing your stuff.
Gonna shoulder the keyboard, right, as he gets most of the wires and everything else. And I'm gonna begin to move. Are we cutting through the crowd again to set that up? The stage, it's like a center stage, eh? Or no.
No. It's all back there. It's all back here along this back wall.
I see.
The floor from the edge of the bar barely raises up an inch. It's very personal. Usually it's like a DJ setup or solo acts like yourself.
All right. Gonna get hooked up there, right? Gonna try and mess with the different interfaces and everything. With my setup, do I have interactivity to those strobe lights?
No, the guy in that booth over there, he pretty much is controlling, sound and lights and things like that for the club.
Yeah, I don't want to mess with his show. He knows what he's doing. He's been here for a few years.
Yeah, he runs it for all the acts and such. So yeah, you set all up. Your assistant guy helps you set up your roadie. Your hired roadie guy from News 54 sets you all up and just kind of goes back to the backstage.
There's a little suspicion from me, right? But I don't let it, there's no facial expression, no body expression, right? Everything's casual, everything's laid back, right? If only the closest of eyes would see the small shake in my hands and the fidgeting of parts, right?
Nice.
Yes,
Yeah, most
I'll
definitely.
stay close to the stage to keep an eye while they're
Gesture to the guy.
setting everything up to keep an eye on that other guy, and after that to be close enough so that if something happens, I can grab him and get him out of there.
Hey, Cyber Eyes. I know you gotta stick real close and you're helping me out here, but do you think there's any way you could, split a little farther? Right? I don't want people to think I'm, desperate for the protection or anything. Right? I gotta give off the, personality.
Now he's just.
I'm just setting up the ball.
Yeah, now it looks like you're just chilling at the bar.
Thanks.
So
I'm gonna go ahead and snort some synth coke.
Oh shit! So pixie dust is
Time to
into
get
the dust. Uh-oh.
So
Nice.
not addicted.
Nice.
That's what they all
cool.
say.
And you get
I
and
don't need it.
what's the boost from that, or what do you get? I don't have it
You
right in
get
front of me.
+1 to reflex.
Okay. Want to make sure we don't lose track. Cool. Yeah, you're feeling it. No addiction. You've been there before. Yeah. Roll. Give me a stealth roll.
All right.
Nice. Yeah. No one notices you doing that.
Doesn't matter if they did. It's just synth coke, guys. You can't call my mom.
All right. Yeah. So
Alright.
you're chilling. You're boosted. You're hype. It's about time for you to start performing there. Any last things that you want to do, Bodak or Gato? Did you guys have any synth coke you needed to do real quick?
No synth coke for me. Not till after the big gig.
Okay.
Sure, I got extras.
do you guys have radio communicators? Bodak and Pixie does.
I don't.
No.
I use most of my money on Synth Coke. Thank you.
Yeah, and we can say that the three of you, David excluded, three of you do have little intercom things that are Bluetooth to your agent. They're small, discreet. You can speak very quietly, and the others can hear you. They're from IMG. The Corp hooked you guys up to get the job done.
No. Yeah, I wanted a radio, but my typewriters cost way too much.
Oh yeah, it's expensive. Hey, you could have sold yourself to a company like Gato did, but that might come with some bad things in the future. We'll see. But yeah, you guys can talk to each other even though you're not right next to each other. Okay. David excluded.
Yeah.
Okay.
I say, has anyone checked the bathrooms?
Not yet. I'll take a wander now. So yeah, I'm gonna go check the to find them.
Yeah, you can at least go check this bathroom over here. It's we'll say it's the guy's bathroom, and yeah, it's just filthy. Nobody in there right now.
Yeah, but that's another entrance onto the street, is it?
No, that's a window.
A window. Okay.
I'll go ahead and I'll check the other bathroom just to be clear.
Okay. Yeah, you check that. Seems much cleaner than the guy's bathroom was just described. But there are a couple girls in there. It looks like they're doing some drugs, just hanging out by the sinks.
Okay. I wash my hands like I'm getting clean of something, and then I go back up to my point of view spot.
Cool. You're there.
Hey.
Yeah, it's about time for you to start performing.
Keyboard setup. Right.
Yeah. Set it up, and you can give me you have a performance skill.
All right. Tap the mic a few times. Play a few keys. Right. Grab the crowd's attention. Performance. So you want me to just get right into this? No intro.
Yeah, introduce yourself, but I'm gonna need that performance roller skill or whatever, so I can kind of get your.
Let me take a glance. I have play instrument with tech here. I have composition, which is me making my songs.
No, this is.
I think it's just play instrument.
Yeah. Then play instrument.
All right.
Yeah, give me play instrument. See how well you pull that off.
16.
Okay, nice. Yeah. Decent start. No messing up, no missing notes and things like that, or singing off key. But give me the introduction of what you're gonna say to the crowd and such.
All right, people, fuck the corpos.
Crowd's already going wild. They love that shit.
All right. All right, come on, let's get amped. All right, just trying to gather up some attention.
Oh, they're gathering up.
Don't want to go too harsh on it, right? Right. Gonna open up the jacket, right? Gonna flare a few keys, gonna pose dramatically, and I'm gonna go name the first one, right? First song. All right, gentlemen, we got our first piece here for tonight, right? I got people hunting me left, right, and center because they want me to be silenced, and I will not be silenced.
Crowd starts cheering.
This one's called Traitor in the Mist.
Oh yeah, crowd's going wild. They're screaming. You see that one craze fan girl like pushing her way right up front. She's just continuously taking selfies with you in the background and like freaking out.
Alright.
Whilst this is going on, I'm just going to scan the crowd and just see if anybody does stand out in any way.
Yeah, what I want to do now, since we're kind of getting into it, not that there's like action happening, but you guys are, let's get a turn order going. Everybody click on your token, so it, you highlight your own token, and then click initiative so it shows up.
Initiative.
Should be at the top
Where's
of your
that
character
at on the
sheet.
character sheet?
Very
Top?
top. Yeah.
That's it.
Oh yeah, Solo is Terabella killing it.
I knew what I would do during this game. It was kill people.
Yeah, you gotta Gato, click on your token. You see your token?
Yeah, I just rolled.
Yeah, but you have to highlight your token before you click it.
Oh, okay. You mean the token on the map?
Yeah, the token of yourself
Okay.
at the bar. Yeah, click on your token, then hit initiative.
Okay.
Pixie came here with two things: a bloody nose and an itchy trigger finger.
Yeah. Okay, cool. There we are.
I just like the idea that I'm like slow bobbing my head and swaying to the music. I look like I'm here for the show.
Yeah, but it's weird. It's weird because right now, no matter how fast David plays, everything is still seeming kind of slow to you right now. You're hyped up.
Right.
But yeah, it's your turn. So you're just hanging out. You're listening to the music, scanning the area.
I'm listening to the music. Every so often, I shout out like I'm part of the crowd. No,
Oh yeah, it's working. You know, you're blending in and you're just chilling. Gato.
Yeah, grabbing my drink and observing.
Okay, cool. Yeah, crowd just as it started, crowd's really getting into it. You know, he's just pretty much into the first song or two, and all eyes are on him for the most part, with the exception of people getting drinks once in a while and stuff. But yeah, it's just kind of getting going. Bodak?
So just kind of hanging around in this area, scanning the crowd, seeing what's going off, but kind of making it as if I'm enjoying the show, which I am.
Oh, yeah, everything is performing as normal. I want you to give me a, you get at least a few songs in. Things are going normal. But David, give me your charismatic impact. Just give me that roll.
All right. Charismatic impact.
You can just take your give me a D10 and then we'll add your 4 to it, your rank.
All right.
If you want to do that, if that's easier.
I don't add my cool or anything to that.
No. It's just a 1d10 plus your charismatic impact.
Plus 4.
Yeah.
Right. That's 7 plus 4. Sorry, yeah, this is a new character sheet for me, so it's hard to find all these things.
Yeah, no problem, and it's fine. We kind of just put the you can end up where you have skills. You can put your roll ability there if you wanted to, and just leave the stat that it's associated with blank. Don't put anything in the drop down, and just put a 4, and then that way it'll do a D10 plus 4 if you want. But this way is fine too. We can just do the math. So yeah, you got that comes out to be an 11. You can notice that the crowd's really into it. They're paying attention. You're doing a great job performing, and you can see that there's like pretty much like a core handful of fans that are in the center, really getting into it. They're like jumping around, kind of starting to mosh and get rowdy, and crowd surf each other. But there's like a core handful of people right in the center, really getting into it.
Okay. And my first song is my normal stuff, right? The stuff I'm proud of, right? But the songs after that are the stuff that I've kind of hastily thrown together, right? Maybe not hastily, but thrown together within like the week, right? But like kind of smashing the group. What was it called? It was something news. It was what is the
News
corporation?
54 is it you work for?
News 54, my bad.
Yeah.
News 54, right? The second and third songs are gonna be kind of smashing News 54, right? They want to silence me, right? Whatever, right? Throwing my own precognitive on there, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. You're altering lyrics, making sure it's specific to your situation a bit. Throwing them some shade.
Trying to turn this crowd into a weapon when things go bad.
Yeah,
if
definitely.
they go bad.
Yeah. Yeah, and the crowd's getting into it. Like I said, you're getting through the thing fine. You do notice. Well, we're over to Pixie Dust. Everyone's getting into it, but you do notice that one real hardcore fan, the one that was like taking selfies and stuff, is
I'm very suspicious of her.
Yeah, she's kind of like reaching over and like going to grab David's set list that he has written down with the songs, and like he has like a drink down there, and she's like looking at him and like looks like she's reaching over trying to get herself some memorabilia or something. You do notice that from your point of view.
Does it look like it's anything that's going to be important to him?
No, it's his set list and his drink. I'm sure he can get another drink. He probably knows the order of songs. It's just there for a reference.
Yeah, I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle of my own rehash of Nightcall. So I can't do that. I can't help.
Yeah,
I let her take it. If she wants to nab his drink and be weird like that.
Yeah. She takes the
or
drink.
his someone.
Yeah, you notice her take the drink. She starts like looking at it and like licks the rim and drinks it and like puts the cup in her purse. She grabs a set list and is looking at it. She folds it up, slides it in there, and then takes more selfies with him while he's performing. Gato, over to you.
You're going to get kidnapped by this fan, and then the company's going to go, wait, what about our assassin?
It's always in the cards.
Yeah. But yeah, Gato, you're hanging out.
I'm
What
hanging
do you
out,
want to
yeah.
do?
Well, just keep observing the crowd, and keeping an eye on the over here was the door to the backstage, right?
Let me see where you're clicking. Click it again. You have it on the pointer so I can see.
No?
This is the back door right here. This is backstage.
Yeah, that's the backstage.
Yeah, and that's the back door that was closed when you were out back.
So I'll keep an eye on the crowd, and every now and then I'll go and check the door to the backstage.
Okay, cool. Yeah, give me a perception roll. Yeah, looking around, the crowd's acting normal. They're really into it. They're getting more into it as it goes. That core crowd in the center is definitely getting real rowdy. They're the most into it. You did notice when checking out the backstage door, at one point that roadie assistant guy from News 54 like peeked out and was looking, and then looked out again, and he took a picture and then closed it again.
He's in on it.
That's all you noticed.
Okay.
Bodak?
Yeah, as the songs are continuing, the crowd's getting more rowdy. I'm moving kind of slightly onto the dance floor, and I'm still kind of staying close to where I was, but I'm going to start kind of moshing on the pit.
Okay.
But still trying to keep an eye on the crowd and just seeing anybody that's in the kind of the area around the front of the stage.
Alas, the flaw of being too good. I pull all my security into the concert.
They stop protecting you and start getting into it and like moshing.
Mosh.
Yeah. No, look, you don't.
I've got to be close to them. That's all.
I'm kind of good, right? That's some skill, right? Pulling all of your allies into the crowd.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But the experts would pull all your enemies into the crowd.
I was just gonna say the assassins show up and they're just like, oh no, hell yeah! So, they put their guns down.
Down with the corpos, yeah.
But no, just looking around there, Bodak, you can see, just like you've been seeing, it looks like normal fans, like a good crowd of fans that are really into it. No one seems to be disliking it. There's just different levels of liking it. There's like the core handful in the center still getting into it. There are some people on the outskirts at like those tables and booths that I showed you before, just kind of hanging out. They're like bobbing their head every once in a while looking, but for the most part, they're drinking and socializing with themselves and each other, their little groups. The guys in the booth kind of controlling lights and sound. But everything's, coming across normal. It is getting towards the end of David's set. You got, a few more songs. So that's where
I
you're at.
come close to the back. That is Fedora Man. Is that Bodak, the netrunner, over by the backstage?
No, Bodak, the netrunner, is right here.
Okay, and so then it's Gato. I say, Gato, would you check
Gato's
the back
right
one more
here.
time?
Yeah.
I will. I'll move over and check whether everything is free in the backstage.
Yeah, the backstage door is open. You could go in there if you want to.
Yeah, I will.
Okay. Yeah, move your token in there. You go in there. Yeah, when you go in there, the security guard just looks at you and he's like, "Hey, man, you have a pass." And you also see some equipment back there, and that roadie guy just kind of chilling.
Okay. I'm just checking for what's the name for David whether everything is clear here.
Yeah, you're not supposed to be back here unless you got a pass, man. You got to get back to the normal part of the club. Buddy.
Okay, no problem. I'll be going back.
All right. Yeah, you go back.
Okay, so nobody aside from roadie dude in the back and the security guard.
Yeah, that's what Gato just saw. And Bodak, over to you.
Yeah, just going to continue just scanning the crowd in this immediate area.
Okay. Yeah. You just want to keep scanning the crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me your perception. Yeah. At one point, the only thing that you noticed was the front desk girl, and the security guard from the front. They kind of like walked in, looked around, and then both of them walked out. But that's the only thing that you noticed.
Okay.
It might be that security is in on this.
Yeah.
And we're over to David. You're getting up towards your last song.
And I'm starting to get real not tense. I'm in there, right? I'm in the zone, but I know shit's about to go down. No, I feel it, right? My mental, my brain, my chrome dome is telling me that shit is about to hit the fan, right? So before I even start the next song, right, I begin yelling out to the crowd, "Take a risk, grab the person next to you, punch them, just get wild, do what you need to do, be you." Right, and just like begin like yelling, pumping up the crowd, right, just inciting violence, right, blood, right, and then jump into my next track, and I tune it up a little bit, I bring up the sound, I pull up the bass, right, and I make this one a little harsher, a little bit punchier than everything else so far.
All right, cool. Yeah, you're planning all that out. Why don't you give me give me another play instrument and give me another charismatic impact. Let me just check the.
Okay.
People are getting hyped, but let's make sure you didn't fumble up and mess
it
up. You
You
get everyone hyped and then you start hitting wrong notes.
I think I'd rather not embarrass myself than I would rather incite the crowd to go nuts. So how many luck points do I have? I have 6 luck. So I'm gonna put. I'll put 3 and 3 in. Do I need to choose my luck beforehand, or can I do it after the fact?
Yeah, you're supposed to decide the luck beforehand.
All right. Okay, then 3 into this one.
Okay.
So that's 17, 18, 19 for my play instrument. And 3 into this one. So that's 15 for charismatic leadership.
Oh, it's funny. There's a slight delay. You tell me what it is, and I'm looking. I'm like, what is he reading? And then it pops up. So that's cool. Okay, so yeah, your charismatic is 15. You said.
Mm-hmm.
And your play instrument 19.
Yeah.
Beautiful, man. You're killing it. You just you're hitting every note right. The crowd.
I'm playing it like it's my last goddamn show.
You are absolutely. And man, that little crowd in the center. They're starting to kind of spread out. Like you can tell even more people are getting into it. So now out of this crowd of like maybe 100 people that are into it, there's like a core of good, like, I don't know, 10 or 15 or so that are really into it. And they're just kind of going ape shit. They're loving it. But yeah, Gato. Sorry, Pixie Dust, we're over to you.
I'm still up top. I'm pretty sure security is in on this. from the way they might be acting, it's his like last song. So I'm currently suspicious of Creepy Girl X and the 3 security we've seen so far.
Yeah.
Just because I'm not seeing anyone else in the crowd currently that's acting suspicious. So everyone could be a target. If I need to kill everyone, okay. So, I have my gun at my side, ready to like lift up and shoot. I'm still swinging, so it doesn't seem like I'm combat ready, but I am. I'm just waiting to spot any threats. If you want me to roll, I'll roll.
Yeah, totally do it. Give me your perception.
And then that's at a +4 right now because of combat awareness.
Yep. Yeah, you're not missing a thing. You're definitely, and don't forget, I think. I forgot you did the synth coke a while ago, and that was under your reflex at the beginning of the show. But yeah, you're noticing, like how I described it, a majority of the crowd is getting even more amped now. That little 5-6 person mosh pit is now like 10 to 20 people. And the rest of the crowd is just into it. They're all paying attention. Even the people all sitting on the outskirts that are at the booths and stuff have now, like, all attention is on David. Final song, and he's killing it. He's doing a great job. But you aren't seeing anything truly out of the ordinary, except you did notice that at one point the bartender slipped away, and you noticed that the guy running lights and sound went away, and it seems like the lights and things are just on like some automated thing right now.
Yeah. That's not great. So if that's what I've noticed, I'm going to use my move action to get down towards him. If that's all right.
Yeah, you totally can. What's your move?
My move is an 8.
Yeah, you can get almost all the way over to Bodak over here.
Out there.
Yeah, you can go down the stairs and over there, and you used your action to, perception and stuff. So yeah, you're able to do that. Gato, over to you.
I take the position where I put the token.
Yep.
And as I just got the same opinion as Pixie, that the security is into this, and I do not trust that guy from N42. So I stay there, so I can still scan the room. But most of all, I keep my eyes on the door. So as soon as the door opens or someone comes in there, I'm close enough to react.
Okay. Yeah, you notice while you're posting up there, the door opens again, and you see that roadie assistant guy from News 54 that's working with David, or there for David, apparently, by the company. He kind of peeks out again, looks around, takes another picture, and goes back in and closes the door.
I'm going even harder.
Nice.
I want to bring, if the level of intensity is at 10, I want to bring it up to 12. What do I need to do to that?
You are. We'll get to your turn. Bodak, it's up to you. We're on you.
Yeah, so if that guy's left that area, I'm jacking in on take his system.
Okay, you can do that. Where do you want to go? You can do it from 6 meters away. Right now you're kind of in the crowd. Up front's pretty rowdy right here.
Yeah.
Like you standing right there, you're actually like having to not get hit by the mosh pit. It's pretty rowdy right there.
I'll move around to here, so kind of like at the side of it. So still on the fringes, but just out of the way.
You can do that, yeah. That's a little easier. You can go there. You're able to move. You can use an action if you want to jack in. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm going to jack in, and then I want to pathfind.
Okay, yeah, do that. Give me your Pathfinder. Give me your interface D10. Wow. That was intense. Okay. Yeah.
I should also just add, by the way, he doesn't need because he's got virtuality eyes, so he doesn't have to wear a headset or anything. So he doesn't stand out or look odd.
Good. Yeah, totally good point. I'm glad you mentioned that. Yeah, so like no one is even knowing that you're doing this, you know, like that they can't tell. But yeah, with a role like that and the critical success that you just got, you can totally tell that you're in the system. You're at the top level. You've run Pathfinder. How many net moves do you have, by the way, with your deck?
I'm only
3 or
interface 4, which is 3, I believe. Yeah.
3. Yeah. You're at the top level. There's a password. It'll take a backdoor of 8. You can tell there's 5 levels deep. You can see that on the second level there's a wisp, which is an orb of light. You're familiar with that program. It can do 1d6 damage direct to your brain, and reduce your total net actions if it gets a successful attack. On the next level, on level 3, you can see there's a control node. It'll take a control 9 to see what that is and to control what it is. On level 4, you can see there's a hellhound. And then on level 5, there's another control node with a control 9, and you'll have to get into that to see what it is or control that.
Okay, yeah. So abstracting, done.
Yeah, you have one more. You have one more net move if you want to. The next level down has that wisp.
Yeah, so I'll do the password first, which is the first level. So backdoor.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I forgot you got to do the password.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, you're able to get past the password, but you're not able to. You don't have any more net actions right now, but you're in.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. David, we're over to you. You said you wanted to break the knob from 10 and get it up to like 12 or so.
All right, want to just bring it up higher. All right. If I can incite the crowd into violence, then I'm gonna incite them into violence.
Yeah, I mean,
I will mention in my proud history as a Rockerboy, I've only managed to successfully turn the wreck an entire bar once, right? Just by having the people that go nuts, right? Or at least a small portion of the people. But that's the goal, right? I'm feeling good tonight, right? Energy is flowing, blood's flowing through the veins, right? Sweat's dripping down the brow in helmet, right? I'm gonna yell louder, play harder, right? And I'm gonna start throwing more into these songs, right? Is there anything I could do to keep, bring up the intensity?
Well, with your charismatic impact role that you did before, you're pretty much there. You're to the point where you've got a good group of 5 to 10 that are just diehard moshing, and that you could probably get they won't kill somebody for you. You know what I mean? You're not that like that. They're not gonna put their life on the line fully, but they're gonna buy all your shit. They will totally start a little mosh pit riot out of the club. They have no qualms about starting to wreck shop and go absolutely nuts if you need them to.
So these people are looking around for someone. These guys are witch hunting someone who might be hunting me down as well, right? So if our teammates look too suspicious, they might witch hunt our teammates. Is that in the cards or no? You don't think so?
I have no. You're making your assumptions on what you think David would think.
Yeah, I think I've been publicly enough. I've been using this as an advertisement. Even my haters who don't like me, I've told. Yeah, I've been running around telling everyone left, right, and center. Right, blood's gonna spill at this concert. Right.
Oh shit.
All right.
Yeah, and if you want, you can give me your play instrument one last time. No. I just want to see during this climactic moment how well you actually play. You've already won over the crowd. Don't get me wrong; it's not going to influence that. This is just a little side thing, You're doing the last song.
This is where it's fumble.
You have no more luck either. So, okay, cool, yeah. You did fine. You're doing it. You're doing it exactly the way that you want. You're killing it, dude. People are loving it.
All right.
All right, cool. Yeah, we're over to Pixie Dust. He's about to finish the song. We're on the last notes here. He's on the last chorus and such. You guys are each gonna have one more round to kind of get into it and see what's going on before he's done with the song, probably.
Okay, so we've parked out back, so that's the way we're going to want to go. So
Okay.
I move over here, and I'm going to open the door.
Okay, you can totally do that. You go, you open it. The back is empty. Not even the roadie is there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can I use a perception check to see if there's any explosives in the room? In both rooms, since I'm in the doorway.
Give me hide and conceal. You have that? Hide and reveal?
Hide and reveal. I don't think I have that.
Let me make sure.
Is that not a perception check?
I'll take perception, but in this type of situation, I would really want. I think it's.
Oh, I see. Yeah, the reveal.
Conceal and reveal, or hide and reveal. I forget what it's called. The exact skill.
Yeah, conceal reveal.
Yeah, it's to find hidden things. But you can give me perception. Let's see how this works out for you. You never know. You might get a really good.
And that is a +4.
That's right.
To that.
Yeah. You can see back here. There's no explosives, and you're like 99.9% positive that there aren't any, even without, conceal, reveal, or any of that. There's not enough shit back here to hide stuff, and you were able to kind of go through it all with a roll like that and not find anything.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Gato?
Whoa. Doesn't make any sense that we stay at one place crowded. So I start moving back to the bar where I was before, closer to him.
You can do that.
So that as soon as the show is over, I can block the wave of anyone who comes out of the room in his direction, so that he can get into that backstage area without anyone interfering.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. You can move. Yeah, go ahead. Move your token wherever you want it to, where you want him to go.
Just did.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, you're there at the bar. You have an overview of things, and the crowd is going ape shit. David has been hyping the crowd to a point where you can tell that the mosh pit is spreading out, and they're starting to get rowdy. Some of them, I think, probably have noticed there's no bartender. They're not seeing security. A couple of the people have grabbed, bottles from the bar and to drink it. They smash it to the music, and it's starting to get more rowdy the way David has been encouraging it. Bodak, we're over to you.
Yeah, so I'm going to head down to the next floor and face this wisp.
Okay. Yeah, go for it. Head down to the next level and give me your speed.
Sorry, yeah, my speed is...
Well, your interface or whatever. This is...
Oh, yeah, so interface is 4. So it's just an interface roll, is it?
Yeah, exactly. When you first encounter Black Ice or Program, you have to instantly roll against their speed to see if he gets an attack off. And no, you're successful. You're able to get down there. He doesn't get an attack off on you first. You can actually attack him first if you want.
Brilliant. Yeah, so I will attack him with my sword program.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
Which is a +1 attack.
Nice. Yeah, you hit him. Give me the damage.
Is the bartender back?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see that this glowing orb of light, a bunch of it is pixelated and broken off. It's barely rezzed. It's barely there.
Awesome.
You should still have another net action, right?
Yeah, so I'll go for a zap.
Yeah, go for it. Oh, is that 13?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say, yeah, it's a hit. Give me the damage.
6.
Nice. Yeah, this thing just pretty much explodes into pixelation and bright light and static. You've destroyed it.
Awesome.
Nice. That was 3, right, for you?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. David, over to you. You're hitting the last notes. The crowd's going ape shit. Anything you want to do other than end the song and say something, or what? What's your plan? You're up to the last few notes here.
I'm going to.
You could have them take it.
No, I think we should just cut. I think we should just play the song. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna play the song. I'm gonna hit the end notes. Right. I'm gonna hit the hit the final few notes. Right. Like raise the hand. Like do the gesture. Raise the hand. Head goes down. Right. Bask in the atmosphere. Right. Then I'm gonna listen. Then if I want to get a feel for what the crowd's feeling after that song, and then maybe I'll do an encore.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you hit that. Yeah, you hit that last note. Hold it out, arm up. You're feeling it. Yeah, the crowd it's like I said, you've got that core of about 10 or so people really, really like going ape shit. They're screaming. They're starting to chant your name, and even though that last note is just ringing, they're still moshing. They're still like to the chanting of your name now, and they're going ape shit. The rest of the crowd, they're into it, but they're starting to back up towards the edges because that core following is getting just as rowdy as you've been encouraging them. At this point, I mean, you could totally encourage them to full riot rowdy, or you could keep it like it is. You could calm them down. You could do whatever you want. You're pretty much in control of that core. The rest are pretty much backed up along the edges, but they're also enjoying it. Everyone's into it.
All right. But all right, punks, how you feeling in the crowd?
Yeah, they're screaming, chanting your name.
Yeah. Are we feeling an encore?
Yeah, they're chanting, they're screaming, they're looking for an encore.
All right. Gonna go ahead and yell out, grab a chair, smash it, grab a head, break it, grab a car, crash it. This song is by Johnny Silverhand, chipping in.
Oh shit!
And I'm gonna do the next one.
Oh man!
Start with the "Can you feel it?" All right, and then add my own synthwave spin to the whole thing.
Wow, that was clever. Yeah, people, you were able to take it from 10 to 12 like you wanted. you cranked it up. That was a great idea. Before I dive into those reactions, let's just take a 5-minute break and let's see what happens next. Because I'm gonna leave everyone here with a little stream holder. And hopefully you'll hang out. It's just going to need 5 minutes and we'll be back. And let's see exactly what happens. I think things are about to climax. But yeah, we'll be back in 5 minutes. People can hear us, but they can't see us.
Oh, awesome.
Guess it's just too much. I won't give my heart to anyone that I can't do now. That I think
Had to use a little boys' room. I'm gonna grab some water. Be right back.
maybe I find love after I die. Maybe I find love on the other side. Maybe I find love after I die. Maybe I find love on the other side.
Oh yeah. All right, cool. I'm back. Are we all ready to go? I had to use a little boys' room and get top off my water. So, everyone ready to go?
I'm always ready.
All right, we're back. Thanks everybody hanging out for the live stream. We appreciate you hanging out during our little 5-minute break. Yeah, we're in the heat of it. David Noir, you decided to go into your encore song, which is a Johnny Silverhand track, your synthwave version of it, your twist on it. Yeah, the crowd, like you asked, they're getting extra rowdy. Some of them are breaking bottles and chairs. No security, bartenders, nobody working the joint is in sight. But right as you do that and you start getting into that encore song, everybody give me a perception roll.
Hell yeah.
Done. Perception.
And I do have a +4, so I've got a 0 in total.
Yeah, that's good. Wow, everyone's crit failing on this perception roll, but Bodak...
I rolled a -2 with a 10.
That's insane.
Oh, wait,
Oh,
that's
'cause
how
you
the
crit
roll,
failed,
my bad.
yeah.
That's how
That-
the roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah.
My bad.
But yeah, I'll say everyone, it's really hard for everyone to pay attention because the crowd is absolutely going apeshit. They're breaking things, bottles are getting thrown around. Everyone's kind of, that's not part of that core hardcore that's going nuts, is backing up against the edges of the bar, the wall. I mean, they're still laughing and loving it and headbanging and everyone's into it, but they're pushing back. It's, kind of difficult to see around and everything. But Bodak, you right here, since you're right over on this side of the club, even with you in the system, you can see, since, it's like AR, this door right here
Yep.
opens up, and you can see two armed guys step out of the door. And you can see from behind the door, it looks like there's another person poking out. You can barely see him because the door's open, and from that angle, I'll reveal a little bit of that. Let me see here, so you can at least see a little of the person. The door opens. You can see a person there, and you can kind of see a drone, a flying drone. It looks like the guy standing there might have control over it or something, but he's standing there, and there's a drone hovering behind him. Two armed guys just stepped out at the top of the stairs. They're armed, but that's what you notice.
Okay. Yeah, so on the communicator, I'm gonna, as soon as I see this, I'm going to say, Pixie incoming from the top of the stairs.
Thank you.
Yeah, and we can go over to, that's what you notice on that perception. Let's start in order. Pixie Dust, it's over to you. And first off, you see this happening, you're entering combat. Are you going to leave your 4 points in that awareness, or do you want to shift things around before you engage or do anything?
I am absolutely going to shift my points over to fumble recovery. And I believe that takes an action, does it not?
No, this is before you're engaging. I'll say it's part of that perception time. I'll allow it. You can shift it. So where do you want to put it?
I'm going to put it in fumble recovery.
Okay.
And then, let's see. I would like to go ahead and, there's two guys that I can immediately see and one in the doorway, you said?
Yeah, you can see two guys that are heavily armed that stepped into the club. And here, I'll just give you a little look at them. Let's see. Oop, I'm not on the right pointer. Yeah, you can see this guy that stepped in. Looks like he's got some type of assault rifle all geared up. The other guy, just the same. And they're just stepping in. One of them might be having a shotgun. Your perception wasn't that great, but you can tell that there's two guys armed coming in.
Oh, I don't care what they're carrying. I just care that they're going to die.
I love Pixie already.
I lift my shotgun. This is what I live for. I mean, my assault rifle, sorry. And I have a +3 because it's a smart gun, and I'm on synth coke.
Oh yeah. Oh, and it's an excellent weapon, right? I thought I read that.
Yeah, it is an excellent weapon.
Nice.
Yeah, that's the other part of that.
Yeah, so you get that +1
Nice.
too.
So it should be a total of +3. And I'm going to go ahead. Aiming is a -8, right?
Yeah, an aimed shot is a -8, correct.
I'm going to go ahead and aim for the head of Mook number 1 on the stairs, the one who's further ahead.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how it calculates that. Do we just add that in after?
Yeah, did you on your shoulder arms, did you leave that skill what it is, or on your shoulder arms skills did you add in your points for the smart link and what?
I did not. I did not add those in.
Okay, so we'll just add 3.
+3. Yeah. So it's a 19, but -8, so it's an 11.
Yeah, not a hit. Well, actually, no. Sorry. Which guy are you shooting at? I forgot. This would be contested with these guys.
The Mook that's on the stairs and starting to go down first.
Okay. So we'll target this guy right here at the bottom. Yeah, he dodges. You take your shot, and he dodges the shot. He was kind of looking towards the front there in that direction and saw it coming.
Okay.
Gato?
How far away is he?
Let's see here. It's about 14 meters. 14 to 16 meters. 15 meters away.
15 meters away, so it's in optimal range for a very heavy pistol, right?
Your pistol? Yeah, your pistol will be that many meters away. It would be a 20.
Would be a 20. Okay. Well then I'll just take an ordinary shot at that guy who's coming down.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. Give me your handgun.
Yep. Just a second.
The 20 would be the DV, but this is contested. Don't forget. So.
Yeah.
So I shouldn't even mention the DV table with these guys. These guys, their reflex is great. But that shot was even better. Wow, that was great, dude. You got a critical success on that, too. Give me the damage. Good job. It was a hit. Nice.
And it's 2 6s. So it's a crit.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool. Yeah, if you go over to... Let me see. Oh, I don't have the crit table on this one. Yeah, so let's just do it. Let's manually roll that. Let me get that crit table. Yeah, give me your give me a 1d. What is it here? Roll 2d6s. Isn't that what it is? Yeah.
2d6. Okay, I'll just roll slice and dice because that's 2d6 too.
Okay. What is it?
6.
6. Broken arm. So yeah, he takes the extra damage because of that. That was pretty brutal. Yeah, and he broke his arm. You see him kind of sling down with his and drops the shotgun that he was holding, which is a two-handed weapon. So now he can no longer use his shotgun. So he just kind of slings down with that and drops it. That was a great hit with a pistol at a far distance. That was awesome, dude. Yeah, and you still, it's a regular pistol, right? You got a rate of fire of 2. You still have another shot, I believe, right?
No, it's very heavy pistol.
Oh, very heavy. Okay, yeah, then that's your shot. Great job, though. That was one hell of a shot.
But I can still make a move.
Yeah, you have a move.
With a movement of 6, how far do I get? Do I get till here?
You can move 6 squares. Where do you want to go? You can...
Here.
You know,
I want to go till here. Till there.
Yeah, you can do that easily. Yeah, you go over there. You're right next to Bodak. And it's up to you. It's your turn, Bodak. What are you doing?
Hey, how high up is this staircase?
Those stairs, it probably goes up about 15 feet or so. It's really high ceilings in here. Very warehouse style.
Yeah. It's a bit too high. Okay, I'm gonna. Can I do an action and net actions in the same round?
No, because your action would have to be to take a net action.
Yeah.
So you either get your 3 net actions or your regular meat space action, whichever you want. You can also, if you want, you can give me just for me to give you some info of overlooking this since she told you. Give me your perception roll.
Yep. Seconds.
Okay, nice. Yeah, you can tell that these guys are laser focused on David. Even with that shot the guy dodged, the dude with the broken arm, like they're taking those shots, dodging it from Pixie, taking it from Gato, but their focus is still on David. They're looking at him while they're going down the stairs. They're just like on a mission.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to take my net actions for now.
Sure.
Drop to the next floor, which is the control node.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to try and find out what that is.
Yeah. Give me the control 9. Nice. You're doing great, dude. You and Gato are holding down the team right now. You guys are doing some really good rolls. You get control over that control node, and you can see it controls the old sprinkler system of the building, which is fire suppression. The lights of the club and the lights, the effect lights and things as well. A security camera system. You can kind of see through the cameras different parts of the club, the bar, some of the back rooms, and I'm actually gonna reveal some of this right here for you, because you can see in there. You can also see in those cameras the offices. So let me reveal that. But you can see that the cameras are recording. You can see through them, but you can't see where the files are being recorded to. It's probably a different file or something. But they're recording. You have the cameras. And then also the doors, the front door, the back door, also that little office door that's near the front door. You see them labeled. Yeah. You also have control of the sound system and something labeled party foam. I don't know if you've seen a club filled with foam, but there's something labeled party foam.
Yeah. Oh, I so want to turn the party foam on just for no reason at all. What the hell? I'm party foaming this place.
Well, you party foam, it's going to be treated like heavy smoke or a thick, material. Might slow down movement a little, might alter, it might be a negative mod to visuals and aiming and such, for everybody involved.
And also going to swing all of the effect lighting so they all kind of shine straight onto the top of these stairs, hopefully kind of trying to dazzle the guys with all the bright strobes and lights in their face.
Oh, you're in control of the lights. You can totally, put all lights on him. All the lights kind of move to those guys, and, you're following them as they're going down the stairs. A lot of the crowd is kind of noticing that. The ones that are getting rowdy and going apeshit, they don't notice that as much. They're still breaking things and moshing. But the edges and the people that were into it, they kind of notice all the light, it got dark, and they're like looking and they're seeing that happen.
Yeah. And is David still performing at the minute? He's still singing.
I am not cutting the song.
Yeah. No,
just you wait till it's my turn, pal.
Yeah, he's in the middle. He's in the middle of a Johnny Silverhand cover that he's kind of made his own, and the crowd is loving it.
In which case, I'm going to just have to increase the volume so we drown out the gunshots.
Okay, yeah, you crank the volume to a point, right below that ear damage critical roll. So you're just about there. Any louder and you're gonna get some ear damage,
Excellent.
But yeah, it's cranked.
I guess that's my reactions.
Okay. Over to you, David.
I slam it way up past the ear damage critical. And then the next thing, right, pull out from the waistband with my offhand, right. I'm now doing my best with the keyboard with my right hand, right. Pull out the heavy pistol I got, right, the Colt, and I'm gonna yell harder than ever before into this mic, right, blasting through the stereo, right, blasting through the amp, Right. Mooks run when I come undone. Can't kill me, I'm 0 and 1. And then I begin
Nice.
like emptying into these guys, right?
Nice. Awesome.
Right? And
Yeah.
I'm pointing towards them, trying to like incite some violence in the crowd.
Yeah. And
Right.
since you're
Fuck them up.
since you're synth style too, you're able to kind of put the music on a loop within your system, so you can take the shot and still yell that shit into the mic. That was awesome. Good rhyming. I like that. Yeah. Give me your. What do you have? Your handgun?
I have a very heavy handgun. I just said Colt AMT because I'm pretty sure that is the heavy handgun. That is one of the 2 heavy handguns.
Which
that
guy?
are available.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. Which guy do you want to shoot at? The guy in the front that's further downstairs. He's the one with the broken arm. The guy in the
Further
back
downstairs, guy.
Okay, cool. Yeah, give me that.
All right. I believe I have a rate of fire of 2.
If it's very heavy, it's 1.
All right. No, sorry, my bad. It's heavy, not very heavy. So it's 3d6 per shot, I believe. That's just heavy, right?
Yeah,
that's
it should
heavy.
be. You should have it in.
Sorry, I wish I could list more information on these character sheets.
No, you
Right.
totally can. Over there, you should be able to add. Oh no, you have it right there. Heavy pistol, 3d6 damage.
8 shots, 2 rate of fire. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. You got it. It's all right there. Yeah, so just give me your handgun skill first.
All right.
Nice, badass. It's a hit.
Fumble and a 20.
Oh, you did one.
Oh.
Oh, I missed that first one. Okay, yeah. And
So do I jam it?
your gun, is it poor quality or normal?
Normal.
Okay, yeah. No, it doesn't jam. It's fine. And that second one is a hit.
All right. 4 points of damage. No targeted limb. Not rolling hard on the damage, but this could be decent nonetheless.
Yeah, it kind of like thuds into him. It doesn't seem to have like gotten through what's left of his armor, but it definitely thudded him. You know, it's a hit. At least you got that, and the crowd's loving it. When you do that, you notice the hardcore kind of moshing part of it. They even go more ape shit. They're kind of throwing things around. It seems like these guys, they're having a hard time getting over to you because of that. You know, their movement is highly obstructed. They're kind of down to the bottom of the stairs, but getting through that crowd and that pit is almost like combat in itself at this point.
Yeah.
So that's great. Good job.
Blaze your way down the rebel path. Hear my call, I'm chipping in. All right, yelling, screaming, cheering. All right, let's do this.
Nice.
That's my turn.
Gato, it's over to you.
So, is it Pixie?
No, Gato, right?
And
Oh no,
is it
sorry,
the end of-
Pixie. Yeah, I forgot. I have David at the bottom there.
Right. I did too. I was caught up in it.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm going to go ahead and I can still see the last, the second dude on the stairs, right?
Yeah, but they're down towards the bottom of the stairs, both those guys, and then there's like some guy at the top of the stairs, like in the doorway.
I'm going to go ahead and take a shot at Mook number 2. I'm not going to aim it this time. So I'm rolling with +3. So 26 to hit.
Yeah, you hit.
And then 17 for damage.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's a success. He's taken some damage. You see him kind of like grunt as like blood sprays out from his chest a bit. But he's not fully phased, but he took some damage. That's a rate of fire of 1? What was that? Oh, that's your rifle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that have a rate of fire of 2, right? I just want to double check it.
Pretty sure it's a rate of fire of 1. Yeah, rate of fire of 1.
Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. Yeah, now Gato. Or do you have a move? Did you want to do anything else other than taking a shot?
No, because I want to make sure that he gets into the room. David gets into the room with me.
Okay.
I don't want to leave him in this room with Moot. And, I'm pretty effectively blocking this door to the back alley.
Okay.
Also, the assault rifle is in optimal range right now.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
All right, cool. Yeah, then you can post up. You got that successful hit, Gato. You see all that go down.
Okay, which one was hit?
She just hit this guy in the back. That's with the white background, and the guy with the black background that's in the front is the one who got his arm shot off
That's the one
or
I
broken. Sorry.
hit. But he's still running, still moving forward.
Yeah, he's still moving forward.
Well, that's his problem. How far away is he?
About 8 meters away.
About 8 meters.
Yeah, so your pistol would be a 15 to hit. Oh well, not DV. It's a contested. His reflex is high enough.
Yeah,
He's-
okay. Okay, well, I'll just shoot him again.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
Uh.
Shoot him up.
Yeah, just a second. Where the fuck is it?
It's gonna be a 16 or higher here. Nice, just made it. Just made it. Yeah, it's a hit. Give me the damage.
15.
Nice. Yeah, you were able to hit his other shoulder, and chunk of meat flies out. He kind of like you can hear him grunt even over the loud music, with that hit. But they're still moving forward. Any movement or anything else you want to do?
No.
Okay, Bodat.
Right, so I've already de-rezzed the black ice that was in the system.
Yeah,
So
the first
rather than-
one, you got the Wisp. On the next level,
Yeah.
you're on the control node. The next level is a Hellhound, and then another control node.
Yeah, but I've not encountered that yet, so I can just move out of range without having to worry about triggering things, can't I?
Yeah, if that's what you
So-
want to do. If you don't want to go further to the other control node or file, control node and a file. That's what it is.
Yeah, no, I've hindered them enough, I think, so I'm going to move towards the guy in white, well, the guy with the white background, charge towards him, and I'm going to slam the palm of my heel into the center of his chest, make a martial arts attack.
Okay, yeah, awesome. Give me the martial arts.
I'm going to spend 2 points of luck as well to make sure that this does actually do what I want.
Ooh. Yeah, he dodges that first hit.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah, I had a critical success there. You go to kick him and he dodges it like a ninja.
Yeah.
But with
So
martial
that was
arts,
one
you
of-
get another hit. You get another attack.
I don't, because that was one of my maneuvers I was trying to do. So that would have taken up both the actions.
What is it?
I was trying to do, what it's called?
Oh, one of your
It's
special
the-
moves?
Yeah.
Okay, that didn't have a prerequisite of so many missed melees prior or something to that effect?
No, it's instead of making 2 attacks with your martial arts attack, you choose to make a
Oh.
bone-breaking strike.
You have
Use your
karate.
action to use the... Yeah.
Okay, got it. Okay, cool. Yeah, he dodges it. Good attempt, but he dodges it. David, over to you. You're pretty much
Alright.
wrapping up that Johnny song. You're getting towards the end of
Yeah.
it.
I'm gonna take another 2 shots and gonna give a few more lines. Right. Let's roll them. Can I do that?
Yeah, go for it.
Go take some more shots as I'm playing this song.
Yeah, you're finishing the song. You held that note.
Okay.
You went into that.
Are those? Is that a 18 and a 15? Yeah, I believe so.
You need a 17 and a 15. Yeah, one doesn't hit. One does hit. Give me the damage. Which guy did you shoot at?
I'm going to be shooting at this guy right here.
Okay, the guy with the broken arm. Cool. Yeah, one didn't hit because it always goes to the defender in a tie, but the other one was a hit. Give me the damage.
All right.
Nice.
Nice. Decent chunky piece of damage.
Yeah, that guy's not doing
Is
well.
that 2 6s? Is that a critical injury?
Oh, I didn't even check. Let me see.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy's hating it. Okay, yeah,
I'm
that's
yelling.
awesome.
I'm finishing up this song with the sing this song, I'm chipping in. Broke the bones, I'm chipping in. With the coat, I'm chipping in. All right, and then I scratch the song and spin around the cloak, leave the keyboard there, and begin walking off the stage.
Nice.
After like emptying the crowd, the shots in this guy.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. You're like that was smooth as hell. But give me your 2 6s. Let's see what kind of critical this guy got.
All right.
Roll 2 6s and let me know
wait.
what it is.
All right. 1 and a 6.
So 7. Foreign object. So at the end of every turn, where you move further than 4 meters on foot, you resuffer this critical injuries bonus damage directly to your hit point. So he gets an extra 5 points of damage because it's a critical. And now anytime he moves, he's going to take another... Anytime he moves more than 4 meters, which is only 2 squares, he's going to take another 5 points of damage. We'll say that like a fragment of that shot got lodged into... into part of his neck, so it's really, fucking up his spine a bit or something. He's a little off in his walk, and that was brutal. That poor guy, broken arm, lodged foreign object in the neck, like he's not doing well. And he's taking enough damage. You can kind of see he's like dragging along too. He's probably on top of that, wounded to the point he's gonna, he's getting like a negative and shit to his actions on top of that. So he's not doing good.
All right.
Yeah, and the crowd is, and when you do that, by the way, the crowd is really going ape shit. In fact, like one of the guys throws a chair over towards those two that you're shooting at.
Yeah.
He just kind of like throws a chair at it and turns and runs away. Like they're not really, wanting to confront and get into a direct battle, but they're definitely trying to back you up to the best of their ability.
Yeah. My people.
Yeah, the chair throws. It misses the guy that's really wounded. Hits the guy behind him, but doesn't really do any damage. The guy just kind of like breaks it with his rifle, and they're still. You can see that they're looking right at you, David. They're still like on a mission.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Spin around and I'm strutting off stage.
Yeah.
My tail of the leather jacket fluttering as I spin around and begin to immediately make my exit towards the door here. I don't know how much movement I can get, but probably not much without taking the minuses to those rolls, right?
Yeah, I mean, you can pretty much get towards that door and at least get there. Yeah. But these guys now going to the top, they both one guy who dropped the shotgun. You see him pull out a very heavy pistol, and the other guy with the rifle raises it. Both of them take shots at you. Is your reflex higher than 8? 8 or
my
higher?
Reflex is 8. I
Okay,
believe.
cool. Then you can choose to
sorry,
evade
my bad.
this.
My bad. My reflex is 7. No.
Oh, okay, then it's DV. Yeah. Okay, give me one.
I was gonna say if you can move into the bathroom. The only thing they have to get in is like.
Let's just hope that the crowd is thick enough to block their shot.
Oh no, they're getting. Yeah, they're definitely getting negative modifiers to this, because of the crowd.
All the foam as well.
What was that?
All the foam as well that's sprayed out there.
Oh yeah, I forgot you did trigger the foam.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. The foam's filling. People are having a hard time seeing as it is. So that's a 14 meter. Okay, cool. First guy with the rifle. Yeah, first guy with the rifle takes a shot, and it misses. It just whizzes right past you. The severely wounded guy, the guy who's really beat to shit, he shoots with his pistol. His hits.
Nice. All right, let's see what happens.
Dude, even with negatives, the fully healed guy misses. That's crazy. All right. I just rolled 2 6s.
Ow.
Ooh, so that's a critical injury.
Yeah.
What happened?
But I did get 13 damage.
Mm-hmm. I have only the 11 armor on my body and head.
Okay, so 2 damage. It's just a body shot. 2 damage, but let's see. You get that extra 5 because of critical. So you're taking 7 points of damage right now. and I've got to roll on this critical table. Let's see, I'll just do it in here just for the ease of it. All right, I got an 11. Crushed fingers. -4 on all actions involving that hand.
Not my hands. Those are the money makers.
No synth playing for you right now.
Blows off a finger too as I'm walking off with maybe I lift a hand in there like a fist and then it blows into the hand. Ah, fuck.
Yeah, you totally rock them with the shot. You know, you do the spin cool move and like off to the fans like hell yeah, got him, and boom, like a bullet rips through your fingers. Fucks you up. You take, like I said, 7 points of damage to your HP. But the other guy missed. Kind of ironic, the wounded guy hits. But Pixie, it's over to you. You see all this going on. David's just almost getting through that backstage door when you see that shot hit him. It's your turn.
Do I still see the dude up in the doorway?
Yeah, he's just kind of standing in the doorway.
Is he armored?
No. He's just standing there kind of overseeing. He looks like he's just in regular kind of like scrub clothes or something. He's just kind of standing there. Yeah,
okay,
like
he's probably part of this in some way, shape, or form. So I'm going to go ahead and as the mooks are going to get to me, I'm going to take an aim shot at his head. So that's a +3. So 22 to hit.
Oh, nice.
-8 because it's a called shot.
Okay, yeah, and this is strictly on DV. This guy isn't able to dodge. So let me just bring that up. I accidentally closed it. Yours is a rifle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 15.
14 in total, I think it is.
Okay, yeah, and you need a 15 or higher. Didn't you say that was how many meters away were you?
I'm the 4, 5.
You're over by the door, right?
Oh, I like your measuring tool. That's much easier.
Yeah, 18. Yeah, that's a miss.
Darn it.
Yeah. Yeah, you shoot that off. It kind of like whizzes past him and misses. And at that point, he kind of like notices, and then you see this drone kind of like fly in and is hovering at the top of the stairs.
Yeah.
Any movement that you want to do?
Because this door is the door to the back is open. Nobody's back there yet, right?
Yeah, that back door?
Yeah.
Yeah, no one's there. That back room was empty last time you checked. And
no, I think I'm gonna hold position.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. You hold that position, Gato. We're over to you.
Do I get with my movement? Do I get to that guy whom we fucked up?
Yeah, you can move over to him. Yeah.
Okay. Then I'll martial art him away.
Okay. Yeah, you're up to him. What do you want to do?
I'll attack him with martial arts.
Okay. You want to punch or kick him or something?
I'll kick him.
Okay. You're doing the really wounded guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's a hit. He's not able to evade it. You give him a kick.
Okay.
Yeah, give me the damage. Yeah, and just a little tip too, in in Roll20, you can go to your character sheet and under weapons, you could put punch, kick, or whatever. No, I see that you did. I was just telling the other players too in case they didn't. It'll just help, with punches and kicks and things.
And it's half armor.
Yep. Yeah, you hear him kind of, as you kind of kick his chest, and it does a bit of damage. He's pretty beat to shit. But he's still standing. He's creeping along.
Well, then it can give him a second kick.
Yep.
And I guess he won't be able to dodge that either.
No, you hit him. I mean, this is contested with his reflex, but he's so beat up, so many negatives, and he's so fucked right now. Okay, cool. And again, that's half armor. Wow, same damage. Yeah, same damage, and on a critical success, I guess. It got a 6 on that. Yeah, he's barely hanging on. Again, he's like, you can hear him gasping. You even heard a couple bones kind of crunch in his ribs, like you might have snapped a couple ribs with that kick. But Bodak, it's over to you.
Yeah, I'm going to leap over the railings on these stairs, charge up to the guy that's in the doorway, and again, I'm going to try and plant my palm into his chest, so try the same attack on him.
Okay,
cool. 2 more points of luck into this to see if this one actually hits this time. So that'll be 22. Sorry, 21.
Yeah, it's a hit.
Okay.
Yeah, give me the damage.
8 points of damage, but he also takes 5 points of critical damage and now has the broken ribs critical.
Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, and what's the broken ribs? Does that come with negatives on it? Let me just double check that crit.
Yeah, I didn't actually write that down, sorry.
Yeah, no problem. I've got it right here. Broken ribs. At the end of every turn, when you move further than 2 squares, 4 meters, on foot, you resuffer this and take more of that extra 5 damage. So just like the other guy, you're inflicting some things where like they can't really move that well anymore. So that's great. Yeah, you crack his ribs. He screams out. Oh. Over to you, David.
All right. I'm going to try my best with a grunt to brush past Pix and be like, all right, let's bounce.
I say, cars out back.
How much movement do I have? I moved from here
What's your
to
movement?
here to here.
What's your movement stat?
Wait, let me check that. My MA is... Oh, wait. Oh, my move is 6, so what does that
Yeah, you can get right over to the door. You could get to the door and open it if you want.
Nah.
Don't open it without backup.
Or you could just stand there. It's up to you, but you can get to
Are
there.
you going to say something?
I do say, don't open it until we get us all in here.
All right, then let's bounce.
All right, cool. And now at this point, you can see these two guys. They just barely move. This guy moves a little bit further, but obviously the guy with this critical injury, he's only moving 2 squares. He's not trying to get another 5 points of extra damage from moving. He's just hobbling along. But they're still, coming your direction, Pixie. They're still focused. Obviously, they're trying to follow David. The other guy at the top of the stairs, he kind of like takes a step back. But still within vision of the open door to the club. And let me just get that drone hovering out here. Yeah, the drone kind of like hovers out and turns its gun over to you, Bodak, and it takes a shot off at you.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to evade.
That's what I was going to ask. Do you have a reflex evade or higher?
I do, yeah.
Okay, nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, go for it. Yeah, you're able to dodge that. It shoots off at you, and you dodge it.
Cool.
And it's only got a rate of fire of 1. It's you can see it's kind of mounted by the barrel. Looks like a very heavy pistol. But yeah, it does that. Over to you. Where are we at? Pixie?
Yeah. Goodness. We need to get going out to the car. Hopefully, our compatriots will catch up. So I move over to where I could get a shot off, then move over. I'm gonna go ahead and take a shot at Mook 2. It's not gonna be aimed or anything.
Okay.
Just get a shot in there.
Yeah. Go for it.
Yeah.
It's a hit.
Woo!
Cool. Give me the damage.
All right.
Blow off a limb.
Oh, wow. Nice. That was great.
Woo woo! And
Yeah.
then I'm going to go ahead and move to there.
Okay. Yeah, you get that shot off. You see it really wounded that guy. You see him kind of like jolt back. He's still kind of coming forward, though. And then you get over to the door. You're standing there with David. Gato, over to you.
I'll basically just the standing guy.
What do you want to do?
I'll just shoot him.
Yeah, what do you have? You have your heavy pistol, right?
Very heavy pistol, yeah.
Okay, yeah, give me it. It's a hit.
19.
Man, even with these guys with high reflex evading, you're doing real well on these attack rolls, man. Good job.
Yeah, you are.
Damn.
13 damage.
Yeah, nice. All right, cool. Again, more blood splatter. They're taking some hits, but these guys they're not your typical little, civilian or, booster ganger or anything like that. These guys are trained fighters. They're taking it, but they're pretty beat up now. Bodak, over to you.
Yeah, I'll take a step towards this guy, draw my katana, and I'll slash the katana at him. And as soon as it connects, I'm then going to spin around and kick him.
Nice. Oh, yeah.
So we'll do the melee attack first.
Yeah, give me both. Give me your melee and then your other thing right now so we can just see what hits. Wow. Yeah, both are a hit. Nice.
Cool.
Yeah, and it looked
So,
really cool
katana.
doing it too.
That's what's important.
Oh man, yeah, you can describe how you finished this guy's life.
Yeah, it's going to step towards him, draw the sword, slash it down, leaving a massive red welt across his chest. And as he kind of looks down, I'm going to kick him in the stomach and knock him flying backwards into that office.
Nice. Yeah, you do that, and it looks badass like an action movie. You kick him back. He grunts out, blood splatters. The door behind him breaks as he falls down and hits the ground, and he's dead. Yeah, and at that moment, you can hear some glitching, and this drone kind of like rams into the wall and it's kind of not acting right.
Excellent. That's what I was hoping.
Yeah, David, over to you. You're standing there with Pixie at the back door. You can hear all even though you guys aren't in the same room, you can kind of hear all these things going on, and you know what I mean. You guys are on the same comms.
Flick.
David can't though.
How many fingers am I missing off my right hand?
We'll say you're missing 3 fingers and a couple others are broken.
Alright, I'm gonna flick some blood to the ground, right? Adrenaline's going through the veins. Alright, let's roll. And I'm gonna kick the door in front of me. Right, get it open.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
That works.
you kick it. You don't even have to roll. It's you kick it right on the handle part. It pops open. The parking lot's there. You can see some people kind of partying in different parts of the parking lot and cars and driving off, leaving.
Where's
and
our
things
car
like that.
I point out the car.
Alright.
Yeah, you point out the car, and over by the car, there's a couple thugs by the car that you can see. The car looks like it's pretty much stripped down. It's kind of been vandalized, graffitied, stripped down, and you can see 2 thugs there just kind of at the rubble, and they look like they're grabbing like seat cushion stuff and the last things and kind of like walking off with them.
Does it look like it's still functional?
No.
I mean, it's a company car, whatever. It got us here.
No, look. That car?
Yeah, that one. You can thank the company.
Well, we need a plan B then. I'm gonna use my action I'm gonna prepare my action to attack anyone, to shoot anyone hostile to me.
Okay.
Right. And that's gonna be my turn, I guess.
You have a.
Right, and I'll use the rest of I'll use any other time I have to talk.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and you have your pistol, so even with the fucked up hand, you have your other hand you can use. So.
But does that count as dual wielding if I'm doing that?
No. You're just using that hand.
Alright.
It's fine. And Pixie, anything you want to do? He kicked open the door. You guys see the car. You know it's there. You haven't taken your movement. You can go over to the car. Those two guys are walking away from the car holding like a car cushion and something else. Looks like the car was stripped down and vandalized.
I know we've got a bartender and at least the front desk and the security guard still somewhere out there. And the tech dude. So there's possibly 4 more.
Don't worry about them. They're just taking the night off. Right. It's business. Can't give them any hard feelings. You see how geared those solos were inside? Right. These people paid real dough, right, to let everyone take a good old night off. I don't think we gotta worry about them. I got some trust. You should ask them too. Come on.
Yeah, and if you have, if either of you two have Streetwise, you can roll that right now for me.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I do. $16.
No, I don't have Streetwise.
Yeah, well, David's pretty correct in the things he's saying. He knows how this sort of shit typically works, and he's probably right. You know, the staff was probably paid to take off. This looks like a typical professional hit paid by a company that has the money to do it right. You know.
Let's see. Is there any other transportation nearby that, if we apprehended, our lovely tech could like hijack us into?
Hey, despite it not being my turn, would you let me say something?
Yeah, you can talk.
Absolutely.
You guys are having this.
I'm gonna like wave my gun at those 2 thugs. Hey, shitheads!
Yeah, they just start running down the street when they see you.
God damn it! I was hoping they could break another car for us.
No, they pretty much took off when you called them out.
I use my comm to go ahead and talk to Bodak, and I say, would you be able to hack into a car so we could drive it? Our ride is bus.
Yeah, Techie's down. I can head out to the car park now.
Perfect. We'll see you in a few minutes. Is the drone still active?
Drone's gone haywire. Shouldn't be a threat.
All right. And then what of the 2 mooks?
Gato's still dealing with them.
All right.
You might need some backup.
I'm gonna go ahead and move to the doorway here so I can take pot shots at mook number 2.
Okay.
Now that we're fairly sure the parking lot isn't got any threats. So I'm gonna go ahead and fire at him. Just normal, not aiming.
Yeah.
And that's a +3, so 21.
You're firing at this guy in the front, right?
Yeah, the one that's coming towards where we are. Because the other one's dead, right?
Yeah, what did you roll? I got a 20. What did you get? 21. Oh, you had the bonus.
21.
Hit. Yeah, give me the damage. Nice. Just made it.
20 and 1/6.
Close.
Oh. Almost. Wow, yeah, this guy, he's barely hanging on. You can tell that did some serious damage to him. He's almost looking as bad as the other guy. Gato, it's over to you. And, again, you're hearing them. You can hear Pixie having that conversation with David since you're on the same comm. So you totally know what's going on back there, what happened with the car, the fact you all need a ride, and, you're aware of everything happening.
That other guy, he's still moving, isn't he? He's still upright and moving. He's not on the ground yet.
Right. Both guys are still moving.
I'll just move up to him and shoot him with my heavy pistol. Well, very heavy pistol. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, go for it. Oh, where am I? 17. No, you miss. You take the shot, and even with his negatives there, you know, he's able to just barely dodge that shot, and I mean barely. That's a rate of fire of 1.
Yeah, that's a rate of fire of 1.
Okay, yeah, you miss. Anything you want to say or do? You still have a little movement if you wanted.
I already moved.
Yeah, but you only moved like two or 3 squares. You could move another 3. You're moving 6, right? You can move another 3 squares if you wanted. You know, you can break up your movement around an action if you want to. You don't have to. I was just offering.
I'll stay behind him.
Okay. Yeah, you do that. Bodat, over to you.
Yeah, as somebody said earlier, doors are windows. So the quickest way to the car park, because I saw from the camera earlier, so I'm heading through the office.
You can do that.
And eventually, yeah. So, and then I'm going to go through the window and try and use my athletics to drop down without breaking my ankles.
Yeah, no problem. This is ground level, but let's at least do an athletics to make sure you successfully break through and get out using the chair and stuff without cutting yourself or anything crazy. Nice, yeah, easily. You smash it out with that chair. You can climb out through the window if you want.
Yeah, cool.
And that's about as far as you'll be able to get. That's a bit of a distance. So yeah, you break it. You're stepping through. But David, over to you.
All right, gonna walk on out to the street. Right, no, what am I saying? Walk. I'm gonna strut on out to the street.
Hell yeah!
Right?
I like how throughout this entire chaos, like you're maintaining that fucking cool Rockerboy shit. I love it, dude. I love it.
There was only one situation when it wasn't, and that was when his fingers got.
Yeah. But even then, he was like flicking the blood. Even then, he's flicking the blood down and like, fuck it, you know.
Yeah, not my fingers.
Yeah.
No pain rolls in red apparently.
Yeah, but what are you doing? Go for it.
Yeah. I'm keeping I'm like doors blocked here. Right. Making my stylish exit. Right. Walking out to the street. Right. Walking out to the parking lot. Then gonna look left, right. And the holding that prepped action to shoot someone. Right, if necessary.
Yeah, no problem. A lot of people are leaving the place. Some of them are peeling out and taking off as if, you know, they're avoiding a dangerous situation. Some are just leaving. There are some people still drinking in the parking lot. And you can see about, I don't know, 3 or 4 guys over drinking. And they notice, and you're like, oh shit, David, what's up, dude? That last song was sick, dude. Johnny Silverhand, come have a drink with us. And they're holding up their drinks. They got some cans of Smash.
Gonna tap the with my hand that is working. That is holding a gun, so it might be slightly intimidating. Gonna give the chest bump right in their general direction, and I'm gonna, if I can, within the time limit, I'm gonna try and talk to these guys. Or can I talk to them, or is that
you can
turn end? All right,
no, that's
I'm gonna
fine.
go yell at them. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna look at them all. I'm gonna be like, hey, it's going good. Just lift up the one hand, blood drips from it. We need a ride to scoot on out of here.
Oh shit, dude! One of the guys pulls off his shirt and starts wrapping your hand. He's like, "Oh shit, dude! What happened?" Starts wrapping it up. The other guy's like, "Yo, I can give you a ride. Yo, this is my car. We can dip." But yeah.
Just gotta fuck the carbos.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me. Got a bunch of suits inside. Flatlined one of them, and I got my buds over there. You can hear them right now. That's when you hear the assault rifle open up again.
Yeah.
And I think that's my turn.
Yeah, no, they're all like shocked and like looking at the club. Dude's wrapping your thing. The other guy jumped in the car and is like, "Yo, we can dip anytime." At that point in the club, the main guy, he made his way all the way over to the door. He's right in front of you, Pixie. The other guy is just barely creeping. He can only move a couple, 4 meters before he takes extra damage. He's not doing it. He's just creeping along on death's door. But the other guy gets right up to you, and he he busts out some wolvers. He just drops his rifle. You see wolvers come out, and he takes a swing at you. You have a reflex evader higher. You can evade, right?
Yeah, man.
All right, give me evasion.
And then
Oh,
so
nice.
22.
Nice. You needed to do a 20 or higher, so you did it. You dodged the first one, but he takes another swing.
All right.
17 or higher on this one. Or 18 or higher, rather. Sorry. You got a 17.
21.
Nice. You're dodging them. It's almost like you're a solo or something.
Might be a solo.
Yeah. You're
Not just, high schooler.
Yeah, not just a little pixie, small female. You're actually a badass. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, you dodged both of those swings in his feeble attempt to attack you. The other guy moved a couple steps up, but he doesn't even take a shot at you. He's just creeping along. Looks like he's trying to just stay alive and get out there, probably trying to get to David. But yeah, Pixie, it's over to you.
I'm going to go ahead and I have a move of 6 as well. How far can I get over towards David?
Yeah, you can go right over to David.
I'm going to go to right here with the door open. Can I still shoot at him?
Yeah, he's in the doorway. The door is open. You can see him. You can shoot.
I'm going to go ahead and do another shot. 31.
Oh my god. Okay. I have a feeling this is
plus 3.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Yeah.
Damn, that was amazing. All right, yeah, give me the damage. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, he more blood splatter. Another slug ends up into his body. He grunts, but he's still alive, hanging on.
Not much longer.
You're backing off, shooting the gun, right? And as you back off through the door, and this guy's offering me a ride, I turn over. I'm like, "Hey, Pix, these guys are offering us a ride. Do you think you can show us to the safe house or wherever we're heading?"
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're supposed to escort the Rockerboy back to Indie Media Group, IMG, to the headquarters, up to the penthouse suite to the boss. Just so you know.
I tell you where we're headed. So if the three of us somehow don't make it.
Are you?
Come on, let's pile right in.
Are you gonna?
Hey, bud, you got the room for 2, 3?
Yeah, he looks at you. He's like, yeah, we can pile in. We can pile in.
All right, let's rock and roll.
Yeah, and everyone's gonna start calling David fingers or digits or something.
Yeah.
Chuckle it off.
All right, Gato, we're over to you.
Yeah. I'll move up to him and I'll shoot him again.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. Go for it. Ooh. Yeah, that's still a hit. Nice.
It's it. Okay.
Even with that negative in 13, it's contested, and this guy's at a point. He's getting negatives, and I didn't roll that well, but you did good. He's focused on tracking down David. He's not even noticing you behind him.
11.
Woo! Yeah, that brought him to his knee for a moment, and he's like creeping back up and still trying to trek forward towards David, but he is on death's door.
Jesus Christ.
He looks similar to the other guy, like a slap could probably take these guys out at this point. But Bodak, it's over to you.
Yeah, so katana's still in hand. I'm just going to stride down towards where Pixie is in that door.
Okay.
I've got a movement 6. So how many squares is that?
6. You can get over to.
Oh, it's 6 squares. Cool.
Yeah, about here.
Brilliant. I might as well do a double move then and just kind of get.
Yeah. You can run, and then no action. Yeah. Cool, David. Back over to you. You can see, Bodak run, bust out the window through the broken glass and run over to Pixie, posted up at the back door. You're with the guys at the car. Your hands wrapped up in one of his t-shirts. What are you doing?
Chromehead, good to see you. We're piling into this SUV here. What is the actual car?
It's just a beater, a little 4-door. So there's definitely going to be some lap sitting.
We're piling into this car here. All right, you coming for a ride, or you looking to finish these guys off?
I say we book it. They're not going to make it far.
to me. And I'm gonna I'm gonna begin piling into this car, right?
Alright, cool.
Jump into if I can go shotgun, I will go shotgun. But if it doesn't make sense, like if the driver's not taking the wheel, right? Then actually I'll probably like hit the back anyways. I'm feeling a little woozy.
I mean, you can take whatever seat you want. These guys are
Let's go in the
fans.
back,
The guy's
yeah.
like, wherever you want to go. Just
Okay,
jump in.
well if they're letting me take any seat, right? I'm gonna be like, hey, you don't mind if I drive?
Well, you don't have a drive skill though. Remember, you're gonna have to beat a DV of 10 every round to not wreck. If you don't have a drive skill.
I'm
The guy, yeah, that's the one seat. That's the one seat the guy's not feeling that you sit in.
No? All right, let me slip into the back
say-
then. You got anything to drink?
Yeah, he hands
Pass
you
me
a
one of those
smash,
smashes.
and you can take an action to hop into the car. You're posted up, having a drink, trying to not
Gonna
feel
kind
feel
of
the
like
pain.
elbow the smash with one hand, like with one arm, right? And then I'm gonna take from my pocket, spin it around the silver straw.
I forgot about the straw. Yeah. Yeah, easy done. You rock that straw. You've got the drink. The guys are still moving forward, but they're barely moving. Barely getting by. Let's see. Let me just move him there. Yeah. Pixie, back over to you.
I face the guy who's now like coming up near us. As I point my gun at him, and I say "Tanashi desu ne." And I move backwards towards the car and shoot at him. And that is a negative, so I don't actually take negatives because of the fumble recovery.
Yep.
So I'm gonna roll again.
Well, no, we could just take what it is and deduct that 10, but that's fine. You can roll again. Let's just do it. You already did it.
Okay.
It'll be easier. Then I don't have to do math. I like that better.
I like no math.
Yeah, it's a hit.
And that's a plus. All right,
It's a hit.
perfect.
Even without that plus, that nailed it.
Awesome.
Damage. You
Nice.
can describe how you finished this guy's life.
I basically, as I'm backing up, I just one shot into the chest. And I grin broadly and I say, "Tanashi desu ne."
Nice. He looks confused. For his last breath and facial expression is confused as you do that, and he just dies. That's awesome. All right, cool. Over to you. Did you, any other movement? You have more movement. You can split it up.
I get into the car.
Okay, yeah, you get over to the car and start getting in. Gato, over to you.
Rob, I don't hear you right now.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Somehow.
You hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah,
Might be on
okay.
his side.
Gato. Hey, can you hear me, buddy? Can you hear me?
I think he might be having issues with his Discord connection or something.
Oh, maybe, yeah. Yeah, there's nothing I can do on my end. You might have to disconnect and reconnect. Let me type it in. Take an action. Or you can type it in there.
Now
Oh, you hear me?
I hear you.
Nice. All right,
No, no.
cool. Yeah. Hey, if that happens again, you can just type your action in the chat in roll 20, and just let me know what you want to do. But it's your action. It's your turn. What do you want to do?
That guy who was just shot, he was actually carrying a shotgun, wasn't he?
No, that guy had a rifle. This guy right here that just got killed.
He had a rifle, assault rifle.
Rifle, yeah. It was
That's
this
what
guy.
I'm going-
It's this guy had the shotgun, but he dropped it
Okay.
over here in order to.
And the other guy had an assault rifle. Okay. Well, I'll not turn back. So I'll move toward the others, and while passing that guy who just got shot, I just pick up the assault rifle and take it with me.
Okay. Yeah, you do that. You can go in that room. You have enough movement. You can get all the way over to the back door.
Yeah.
And you pick up that rifle. You easily do that. Bodat?
Yeah, I'm just going to hop in the car and just radio Gatto, just say, we've got a ride, we're bugging out.
Okay. Yeah, you're in the
Yeah.
car.
On my way.
I've got shotgun as a note.
Okay, cool. David, over to you. You guys are...
Yo, hold the ride for a second. We got another guy. He's gonna scrunch right in.
Okay, yeah, and that last guy, when you went to go through that door, he takes a shot at you, Gato.
Okay.
Do you have Reflex 8 or higher?
I have Reflex 8.
Okay, cool. Give me your evade.
$14.
It's a hit. Yeah, he hits you in the back.
Okay.
Uh, 14 damage.
Okay.
What's your SP?
My SP is 11.
Okay, cool. So 3 points of damage. So yeah, bullet gets through, hits you in the back. Very heavy, only one rate of fire of 1. But it does some damage. It hits you, and he just takes, like I said, a couple steps forward. He can't go far at all. But yeah, Pixie Dust, it's back over to you. You guys, I imagine you three are going to hang out in the car until Gato gets there. Is that the plan?
Yeah.
Chilling
Yeah,
okay.
Numbing the nerves with that by sipping on that smack.
Yeah, you're doing that, no problem. And I'm just going to streamline a little bit here. Let me just switch to the street sounds on Sirenscape. Change it up just a little bit. But yeah, I'm going to streamline it just a little bit instead of going round for round his exact movement. We'll say, Gato, you can get all the way over to the car. And as you're getting into the car, you notice that last security guard step out the back door. You know, it took him the same rounds of movement just to get out that door that it took you to get all the way over to the car and take an action to get into the car. All of you are in the car. Back to initiative. But we'll start with finish up with David, since that's what we ended on with you guys hanging out. David,
am I
calling
like
the
back
shots.
left? Yeah, back left seat, right. Knock on the roof, right, with the barrel of, or actually I have the cannon, right. Knock on the roof, right. Actually, do I have the knuckles of my hand, right, of my broken up hand, right. I'm sipping on the smash. I'm gonna use the knuckles. Do we have windows behind us?
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. All right. I'm gonna knock on the window behind us. I'm gonna be like, all right, let's roll.
Yeah.
And then continue like sipping on the can of smash. And despite the fact that I'm using a sippy straw, I make it look cool.
Anybody else? Yeah,
Next match.
the guys, peeling out and taking off with all you guys in the car. We can go down the list. Pixie, anything you want to do?
Pot shot at the last guy who came out.
That's what I was hoping for. Let's give it a shot. Go for it.
Let's go ahead.
Oh, I did really good on that roll.
+3, so 20.
Yeah, he dodges it.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, you take that shot. It's a rate of fire of 1, right? It's your rifle?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he dodges that one. Gato?
I'll take a shot too, if I can.
Okay, yeah, 15 or higher. Even with that guy's negative, I rolled. I'm not rolling too bad. This guy's doing. This guy's a tough guy.
Yeah, he is. Woo!
Oh, nice! Hit him. Give me the damage. This shouldn't take. This shouldn't take much.
14.
Yeah, you can describe how you finish this guy.
Well, as he's crawling out, as he's crawling out and dodging away from Pixie's shot, I'm shooting and he's dodging right into my shot.
Nice. I like that. Hell yeah, that's awesome.
Good.
Perfect. Yeah,
That's what we call teamwork.
Yeah, he tries to dodge one and ends up catching another bullet,
Yeah.
And it finishes him. He's done. You guys are driving down the street now. You guys these guys are down to take you wherever you need to go. I take it, Pixie, Gato, and Bodak, you're telling the drivers where IMG is. That's where you're supposed to be taking David.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let me bring that up. Yeah, you guys get over to the IMG building. They take you all the way into the city from Little China. And you guys get to the IMG building, which is ironically right next door to Network News 54. Which, if I'm not mistaken, let me just double check, is up in New Westbrook. Just so you're aware.
So, like the moderate zone now?
Yeah, exactly. Moderate zone. It's more of like suburbs, super packed and stuff. But there's some businesses and things out there, but really crowded.
A little harder for them to just shoot us on
Oh
the
yeah,
streets.
yeah. No, exactly. And let
Yeah.
me tell you, you guys killed those guys. The drone was out of commission. The other dude, got killed from kick and slice to the chest. And no one's chasing you right now. You guys successfully got out of that situation. You got to the IMG building. You're up to the penthouse door where you're supposed to go. And let me just drag you guys out here. Just got to Pixie. All right, cool. Everybody should be there. Yeah, you're at the front door of the penthouse. You haven't.
Thanks, Chief, for the ride. Give me a name.
Yeah, they give you their names. The main driver guy, he tells you, man, I'm Pokey. I go by Pokey, and he gives you his number to his agent. He's like, man, anytime you ever need help, anything, man, like I'll give you a ride anytime. And he gives you the number.
You're cool. I'll be in touch.
Any chance you got like maybe a CD or a shirt or something? I mean, I did give you the shirt off my back.
I wish. Wait.
You have to pull it from your
Okay, do I
hands.
have any merch? Sorry. In my character sheet, I don't have any merch, but it just makes so much sense.
It does. You
Yeah.
would at least probably have, I
Yeah.
don't know, some demos in your pocket or a shirt or something. I don't know. What would you do? What would you have?
Give him a finger.
Ooh.
I don't have I didn't grab him from the ground. I'm gonna throw him.
I'll say Pixie if you want. You scooped up one of his fingers when it happened. If you want, I like that. That's funny. But what else?
Alright.
But what else? What are you gonna give him?
I'm gonna be like, hey, keep it frosty. Throw him a finger, throw him a T-shirt, right? And you know what? I plan on upgrading anyway, so I'm gonna throw him my little pocket amp too, right? Give it a little pull out the Sharpie, sign it,
Oh
right?
shit.
Feeling generous today.
Yeah, no, his
there goes my pocket amp and my keyboard. Right?
His
I want to
eyes-
just replace the whole arsenal.
Yeah, his eyes are huge. He's just like, holy shit. And he's like, dude, anytime, man, hit me up anytime you need anything. And his friends are like looking and like, oh shit, like kind of looking jealous. But yeah, super amount of brownie points there. And he drives off. They take off. But yeah, you're up at you're in the building, normal style court building. Pretty tall, lots of offices as you're going up. Different studios and things. This is a multimedia sort of company, similar to News 54, in the sense that they're diverse with their media and such. But they're a neocorp. They're new. But what you do know about this company, and the rest of you too for working, is it is a group effort. They have a lot of independent investors and probably like a sort of board of neocorps or execs at least that make up what this company is. Your point of contact though are these two guys that you always deal with when you get gigs, and the one that you talk to, David, like I said, which is Mr. Blue, and then his number 2. But you guys are at the front door of the thing. You've got the passcode. You can easily open it up and start entering the penthouse if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
They kind of fall in around David, so we kind of got him protected. Not
Yeah.
that I think we're going to have any issue in here, but...
Sure. Yeah, you get in. You can enter that first little hallway. You can see there's, it's real nice. Everything's marble and stone, and it looks like it's not synthetic. It's actual materials and stuff renovated from the old days or put into this building, even though this building is fairly new. So, there's some money behind this, as well as there's a sort of drone AI that welcomes you when you come in and welcomes you by your names. It recognizes you and says each one of your names, welcome. She says, Mr. Blue is waiting for you, and gestures towards the other door. You can also see that there's a turret gun right here, and a camera, and then another keypad where you can, put in your code that you're given to pass.
All right. Well, I go ahead and go for the door that we're supposed to go into. Enter the code.
All right, cool. Yeah, you enter it. You're able to get into the main room. The door's open, and you're pretty much looking at a big open room. I'm revealing it as I go. Hopefully you can see it. But yeah, a big open room with elaborate dragon statues on either side of this huge desk. You can see two guys sitting at a table. None of you have actually met Mr. Blue or number 2 before. All that you know is that when you get your missions and you talk to them over intercom or agents, one guy has a deep voice, one guy has a higher voice. That's about all you know about them. These statues have glowing eyes. They look almost drone-like and less statue-like. You can see on either side of the office, too, some tables, laptops. A couple guys over here, they look like they're going through some goods in folders and tables. You can't really tell what they're going through or what they're doing, but everyone seems to be preoccupied with their own business, other than the two guys at the desk. I'll zoom in here so you can see them. This guy.
We just jump. Is there a hallway here for us,
And
or do
this
we
guy.
just jump on over?
No, you can totally... oh, sorry. Yeah, I didn't reveal that. Thanks for pointing that out. Yeah, you're able to enter that room, and the other AI opens the other door for you to enter the second that you get in. It's like they were expecting you. And yeah, and it's a duplicate of the other drone. That AI looks exactly like the other one. But yeah, once you go in, that's what you see. And then there's another
I
back
walk
door.
in, strut in, and I plant it on the seat. Right? No, I can't just plant it on the seat. I spin the seat around, and then I plant it, right, leaning in on the back of the seat, right? So I'm looking at these guys, right? Gotta have, like, the proper sitting position and all.
Yeah. Yeah, as you're sitting in, this guy right here, the skinnier guy, kind of like looks towards you and he says, "Oh, you guys did a well job. I see that you brought David with you. Perfect. So it was a success, I take it. I'm Mr. Blue, by the way. It's time we meet face to face." He shakes your hands.
I'm going to shake him with. He's shaking with his right hand, right?
Yeah. You can shake with your left if that's how shit's going down because of the finger
that's
issue.
what I'm going. That's what I'm going to do. All right.
But yeah, he says, I take it everything didn't go smooth, I'm seeing.
Could use a new arm, a little extra piece of chrome.
Well,
it's a part of the cause.
Well, we can say that part of joining us and agreeing to kind of change your situation leads to some profits. So let's take care of that first. And he hands each one of you 1,000 Eurobucks, including David. He tells you, you can consider this a starting bonus. You can be the face of our company now when it comes to entertainment, and I can assure you we'll take much better care of you than News 54 ever would. And then that bigger guy kind of turns, he's like, yeah, we'll take real good care of you.
As long as the money keeps flowing, then I'm fine with whatever.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, Mr. Blue, he basically hands you the same employee contract that Pixie Gato Bodak, all of you have seen the same employee contract. It basically just is agreeing to do the gig and stuff like that, not turn against the company.
I don't look at a word
things
of
like
it,
that.
and I sign it without even looking like down at the page. I don't even sign it where the box says my name. I just sign across the page, like, whatever.
I love that. I love that they put it down. You're still eye contact with Mr. Blue, but you're like signing down below, like just across the paper. Half of it's on the desk, like off the paper. No, Mr.
It's not in the pen they gave you. It's in like Sharpie.
It's with
Yep.
blood. It's with blood. It's with his nub.
Yeah, no, got it. You sign it in the Sharpie, right? Hold the bloody the hand over it. Few drips down. Press with my thumb, right? Give a good old thumbprint in, right?
Yeah.
Looks like we mean business.
No, they're happy. Mr. Blue says, this is probably one of the better decisions you've made. Tonight probably wouldn't have ended well otherwise. So welcome to the family, and we'll be talking soon about some new gigs for you all. And the other guy just kind of chimes in, the bigger guy, and he's like, yeah, more jobs. We'll definitely get you working more.
I grin and I say, nah, eat us, y'all. I need some more money for Coke.
I'm sure we can arrange something like that. And he kind of like looks over towards the people that are hanging out over to the side here, going through some goods and things. And he just snaps his fingers. And this guy over here just kind of like walks over, and he's got a key bump on his little key card thing, and he kind of is like holding it up to you for you take it.
I go ahead and I take it.
All right, cool. Give me your resist. And let me know if you failed or succeeded with that. I'm not on the... Get on the page.
I got an 8.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to deal with that in chat. It looks like you've got an addiction. I need to double check the details of that, but we'll say that this synth coke, is a lot more potent than you're used to. This is some high class synth coke, some exec level synth coke, we'll say.
Oh.
Isn't that the exact opposite, though?
Yeah. Yeah, that kind of would make sense, the dirtier. But no, this stuff is that potent and powerful. The addictive quality of it is a bit overwhelming, hence that type of role. But yeah, we'll deal with that in chat. We'll get to the group chat, but this has been at least a success. You guys have gotten paid. Mr. Blue, his number 2, they're happy. You guys are able to leave and go about your lives now with €1,000 in your pocket. David, you've got a new corp to work with now ongoing, and you just got to worry about your fingers. That's something that you do need to take care of soon. But again, we'll handle all these little loose ends and some IP and things like that in the chat on the Cyberpunk Uncensored Discord in our one-shot channel, and then we'll see how it goes, and we'll see how the next schedule goes, if we can get you guys back or if we're cycling in other players. Even though, and I do want to explain this also for people watching, if anybody wants to play, join the Discord, hit us up. But keep track of your character sheet. You're going to add IP. You're going to have to take care of wounds. You're going to have to buy things and all that, and we'll do that in chat as we go. But these are going to be treated as one-shots in the sense that everyone's working for IMG. Gigs will come up, but I'm going to keep them session contained, so there will be no to be continued. That way, if any one of you can't make the next one-shot session, I cycle in new players. Maybe we'll run multiple one-shots. Whatever happens, but that's how we'll do it. But
awesome.
Yeah,
Rock on.
I think everybody did a great job. I'm real happy with the way shit went down, man. You guys were clever. You had some really good rolls. David lost some fingers, but other than that, I think everyone did awesome. I will say I am surprised that Bodak left the system to start engaging. Honestly, I was hoping you were going to get down to that other control node, because if you would have just got past that Hellhound to the other control node, you would have had control over the House Blood Swarm and a turret gun. You probably could have taken out those guys or cleared the room, but you left, and that's fine. It's still a success, and it was exciting. I love the fact you crushed that dude's chest through a door and then broke out through a window. That was fun. But yeah, I was looking forward to giving you those little control goodies to fuck with, but you left. I was like, damn it, I wanted him to play with that shit.
It's kind of got the character. Obviously, he's good at his net running, but he is really good with martial arts and the fighting.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, I want to get into the fray, but it was really good fun. Awesome.
Yeah, and I see my wife Valerie is in the chat saying great game. Val's the one that plays Raven in my ongoing Tuesday campaign. And I also want to say, man, that was really cool how quick you got some of my past band's music into the sound sets. I wasn't expecting it. And like the whole time we were playing, I'm getting to hear my old album in the background. That was really cool. And ironically, that band, D-Root, the one that I was playing those songs from, I was playing this club called the Fairbanks Inn in Florida at one point, and our crowd was rowdy as hell. They would mosh, they would stage dive, get up on stage with us, and we would let them get on stage and jump around, right? And the security at this time, we were selling out clubs, and we would do this all the time. And I don't know why this happened at this time, but they grabbed my buddy Joe, rest in peace. He passed away years ago, but he was jumping around on stage. Security yanked him up, and they were carrying him like long ways. There was like 3 dudes to the back door, and me and the bass player were just a 3-piece. We both look over, and we see him trying to open the back door. It's like one of those bars that you push in with his fucking head, with his head. And so like me and Brian, my bass player, we look at each other like, whoa, hell. We took off our guitars and bass, and we just ran side stage, backstage, jumped on security. When I came around the corner, the main promoter who also ran head of security, he grabbed me by the neck and lifted me up like against the back wall. And these are big guys. And at that time, I was, a lot smaller. But he just lifted me up by the fucking neck up against the wall. and took a swing at me, and I started swinging at him. Brian was fighting with the other guys, and I heard the crowd yell, and I heard like some of my friends, my roommate at the time, like, oh shit, they hit Rob, and the crowd just rushed into that backstage area, up on the stage, in there, through the backstage door. They started beating the shit out of security, and the security guards were all up against the wall and everything, beat the shit out of them to the point where they were just cowering. Then they started carrying all of our equipment out for us. We loaded up. And by the time we loaded up the van, the police arrived. The promoter and the club owner called the police. They tried to arrest me for inciting a riot, but the crowd were all claimed witness, saying that they attacked our people first, and we were just trying to defend ourselves. Long story short, the police were like, you leave, never play here again. I'm like, I'm never going to fucking play her again. I don't give a fuck. Like, fuck them, you know? And we left. But that really happened, man. I was Rockerboy and that shit, kind of like what David was doing tonight.
Cyberpunk 2013.
Yeah. And ironically, playing my music of that band while we were playing this. That was really cool. So I really like that shit, Steve. That was cool. And anybody, check out Sirenscape if you haven't already.
Yeah. Also, your music just suited the sound set so well. So I'm really glad we got to use it. And I know you sent me quite a lot more, so I'm kind of really keen to get more of your kind of sounds into the sound set. So you have to keep an eye out for those.
Hell yeah. And I still work with a couple beat makers and people too, so it'd be cool to maybe create some original stuff. I can do some, all different styles, because I've got the different projects, the chill music, the hard stuff, the more industrial rap stuff, so we can work it out. Plus, I work with some signed touring artists and people that, have some weight to their name still with that, and I might be able to work out some type of a free licensing deal with some of them for like maybe a special set or something. I was thinking about some weird options to get some more cross exposure. So we'll talk about that sometime too.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
Oh yeah, but yeah, everybody, thank you so much for joining me. I know Jack GMs for Cyberpunk Uncensored, just like I do. It was cool to see you come and play, and everybody else. Like I said, Steve with Sirenscape, and then obviously Roth, and we got the fact that you're playing, and you're playing on Teddy's, right? What?
Yeah, I'm playing on Teddy's.
Okay, yeah, which is Ronan. Yeah, that's right. So you're getting ready to start Red with him too. So man, we're going to be running 2020 streams plus Red streams, plus I'm going to be doing, my ongoing Red weekly, but now this one-shot stuff. So that was cool. And then Terabella, I'm so glad that you joined as well. I don't know anybody watching or doesn't know, she's a pawnsmith. So like if you look at, Mike and his wife say like, the king and queen of R.Talsorian or Cyberpunk, then it would just only make sense that Cody and Terabella would be, the prince and princess of R.Talsorian or Cyberpunk, I guess. I don't know. But no, I was excited to have you come and play. I hope you had a lot of fun.
I did. And Cody would just like to say he's really excited to see all the work you guys are doing. And he really loves your initiative on this, Rob. And you're just like, you're really like, without even, this isn't like you're hired by the company. This is just your passion.
Right.
And he loves it.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm glad no one's scared by my obsession, Like they're like, it's a bit much, dude. Can you calm down just a little bit?
You've got us excited.
Awesome.
Like,
hell yeah.
Cody knows all the material. He watches every video you make anyway.
Nice. That's awesome. Hell yeah. Well, man, I'm a big fan, so I really appreciate that. Oh yeah. And I'm glad, like I said, I'm glad you got to come and play, and you did an awesome job. It was exactly what I would have expected. I'm sure if you came in and really sucked, it would have been embarrassing for Cody and the family. And that would have been horrible. But it was great. Oh, yeah. All right.
It was really fun to play.
Oh yeah. Any last words, anybody, that you want to say to everybody watching or anything? Any last words?
Just it's been a great session, so thank you, everyone.
Oh yeah.
And hopefully
it was a great time.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, it was a good time, and we're welcome any one of you guys and more with open arms into the future sessions. Right, we're always trying to run shit.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and anybody watching, make sure you like and share the video. Check out the links in the description. Show us some love. Join the Cyberpunk Uncensored Discord. Check out cyberpunkuncensored.com. We have a partners page with discounts, all kinds of cool shit. We have a community blog. I've been putting out crash course videos every day that help you kind of understand the mechanics of Cyberpunk RED. So if you're getting into Cyberpunk RED, check out the videos I'm putting out on the Cyberpunk Uncensored YouTube channel. And that's where this live stream, once it archives, we're going to archive it on the YouTube like we've been doing. So just anybody watching, check it out, show us some support, and we'll see you next time. Thanks so much. Take care.